Wah! Maybe you're wondering why I'm standing here and why I'm not in the Salmon Run lobby. Why I'm not in the Salmon Run lobby. The thing is, as always, let's get a golden banner real quick first. Let's gamble once more. Aww. Okay, we tried. Let's play Salmon Run. Hey Cheese Pigeon, I found out a while ago I got gifted a membership from a stream you left. Yeah, like Hyper said, that was probably Hyper, Metal, or Cinder. Pretty sure about that. Hey Hyper, hey Vowels, and Blue is also here. And before you ask, yes, Discord ping worked. Okay, that's good. I already asked in my Discord server, but yeah. I don't know why, but lately it feels like it doesn't work anymore. But good to hear that it does. Okay, we're starting at 40, really? I forgot that this is my worst. This is the only stage where I've never reached 999. I've never reached 600. I've never reached 400. Salmon and Smoky Out, in my opinion, is by far the hardest stage in the entire game. That is partially also, though, due to the fact that the rotation tends to be pretty horrible whenever this stage is in the rotation. Okay, pool bangbing. I'm gonna ping that. God dang. I'm gonna ping that message, Hyper. Okay. Let me actually get those capsules real quick. 2 gold ones. Oh, and a lot of money. Cool. And after that, I'm gonna make a room. Wow, hold on a second. 700, 320. Oh yeah, because of Grand Fest Big Run, right? And 56 golden ones. God dang. Yeah, but still not even close to affordable. 333, that's absolute insanity. Okay, do we have enough people in chat who want to play with me? Like... No, one person is online. I guess I'm gonna try and make a room anyway, though. Or should I play the first 1 or 2 matches by myself until a few more people are here? I'm actually gonna do that. I'm gonna play the very first match by myself, because rotation changes after this anyway. And after that, I'm gonna make a room. And whoever wants to join me can join me. I think the rotation is okay. I wouldn't really call it good though, because ink brush is in the rotation. Stella! Oh, it's low tide. Or as we say on this channel, it's downstairs. Let's go downstairs. Yeah, of course, kill it over there. That's fine. I'm actually curious. Metal has probably reached 999 in this stage. If there's one person who did that, then it's Metal. Otto could probably do that as well if she had the time, but yeah. I have never been good in this stage. Reached 999 in every single stage, but never in this one. No chance. But why not just slowly work toward it? I think we only need 400s, so that we start with 100 or 200 next time. I think 200 actually. Hey Baba, hey Otto. Otto, you can carry me up for this match. If you're down to playing, that is. Like, I think I might have the best weapon in the rotation. Like, if I had to rank the 4 weapons, I'd say S Plus is definitely the best. Or either that or Squiffer. L3 is pretty meh, I'd say. And if I'm not mistaken, Inkbrush actually sucks in this mode, but I could also be wrong. We're down to play, this rotation has been a bit of a struggle. Yeah, that's why we're playing this, I guess. No, it's the only stage where I've never reached 999, and one of the main reasons for that is that the rotation tends to be fairly horrible most of the time. Hey Lola, hello. You wouldn't say you're a pro, you just played much of it? That's kind of like me and X-Rank, I guess. I wouldn't call myself competitive or good, I just play it a lot. Or used to play it, I guess. I haven't actually played it that much this season. Uh-oh. Okay, that is for sure doable though, we just need to be careful. Whee! I won't jinx it, I think we can do this. Whoa! Get out of this! I think we should get those 2 eggs in and then just run away. Not gonna lie. Ah! I'm dead! No! Use it! Okay. I'm just gonna run away. What if I just stay here? We did it! Whew! Brushes are so hard to use. Oh, absolutely. And I'd say in Salmon Run specifically, Inkbrush might be one of the worst weapons out of all weapons. We finally got the gold moss badge too. You think the next one will probably be either Scrapper or Flipper Flopper? Where can I see that? Can I see that in-game or do I need to use the app, Otto? Because I'm curious how many more Salmons I still need to defeat. As far as I'm aware, I should not be close at all, actually, to a golden badge. To a golden badge. But who knows, maybe I actually am. I think the L3 is actually not even that bad, it's just a bit hard to use. I just had a bit of an audio bug in-game, that was kind of weird. I wonder what's up with that. Okay, I still have one special, and I think we should probably use it soon. I'm actually gonna use it now. Okay. We still have the time. We do have the egg, we just need to stay alive. That is still doable. And by that's still doable, I mean that's not doable anymore. But hey, at least it wasn't wave 3. Hey Owen, how's it going? I'm gonna make a room now. Doesn't Sheldon canonically main Nuzzlenose? Does he? I don't know. This rotation looks like your personal Salmon Run hell. This rotation is difficult. Let's put it like that. But it looks fun. I like myself a little bit of a challenge. Egg retrieval duty? Yeah, it's mostly my mission as a brush to collect eggs, basically. But I don't like that, because I'm usually the person who kills a lot of salmonids. Okay, do we have enough people in chat who want to play? We're gonna see. No passwords. I'm gonna send out a notification. If you're not in our pool, it's bangbing. It has always been bangbing. It will forever be bangbing. All hail bangbing. Okay, Otto is here. Do 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 do. Anyone else in chat who would like to join? Or are we gonna play like this for once? For once? Huh? For now, that's what I wanted to say. Whoops. Did you know that the Fish Stick song is very similar to when you complete the Blender and Octo expansion? Interesting. We know you love a challenge massacres. Nuh-uh. Maybe a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna send out a second notification. The app is needed? Okay. I don't have my phone here right now, so I'm gonna look that up at a later point, I think. But can I look that up here somewhere? Probably not. And probably not while we're in a room. I don't know. He searched up, he means Octobrush. Makes kind of sense, to be honest. Alright, we're gonna send out a final notification, and we're gonna start after that. You won't be joining, like you said, you don't like this rotation? Me neither, but it's fun. Sex Squid is here. Alright. I said let's start like this. Do 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 do. Okay, we have a solid team. What could possibly go wrong? What if I draw this? Oh, I wanted to draw hard! Come on! Hey Twa, how's it going? Next time I'm gonna draw something else. Nah, I won't be drawing any. Wait, Sex Squid, did you have the 333 golden scaled banner, or was that the 33 one? I'm assuming it's probably the 33 one. Sheldon's palette is Octobrush. I don't remember these things. I don't remember a single palette from side order. Like, do you guys just remember these things? How do you do that? Like, it's fascinating to me that people can remember things like that. Not a single palette in my head. No idea. Even though I played it quite a lot. Okay, that's mine. Ah! No! That's once again my job, I guess. I'm gonna go down there and kill it. Another one? Come on. The S-Blast, I'd say, is actually the best weapon in this rotation. Either that or the Squiffer. But yeah, the ink brush is pretty horrible. At least in Salmon Run, sadly. And the L3 is also not one of the best weapons. I'm just gonna try and stay alive, I guess. Like, at least the S-Blast has a lot of killing power. You just shoot once and boom, three enemies are dead, right? With the L3, you need super precise aim to be able to do anything. Hey everyone. Hey Metal. How's it going? We remembered by not having dimension. No, Hyper, I'm completely serious with this. I don't even remember what I did yesterday. No idea. Like, I remember that I streamed at some point. And What did I have? What did I eat yesterday? Like, I genuinely do not remember most of the things. This has nothing to do with dementia whatsoever. I wouldn't even call my memory bad. I think your memory is just really good. Because as far as I'm aware, it's fairly normal to not be able to tell what you did 2 days ago at 4 PM. Most people would say no idea. Fly fish. Okay, I am going to kill it. Let's kill this dude here as well. Come on. Ah. Boom. Yeah, get me out of here. Okay. That was. I'm already starting to yell hi, bro. I hope you're happy. Can you kill it like that? Ah, I missed. We need one more egg. Egg. One more erg. And nice. This is just so freaking difficult. Whew. Sax, could you join randomly? Didn't know you were streaming? Yeah, I just started streaming. This is like literally the first game. With you, all of you. What if every time Chris loses we gamble? I mean, no. This rotation is difficult. You love the ink brush, but you do treat it as though you were playing turf and nothing else. It's kind of like... I love the Splattershot Pro, for example, but in Salmon Run it's horrible. There's simply so many weapons that do the same thing better. Like, I think even the L3, the thing that I'm holding right now, is better than the Splattershot. At least you shoot pretty fast. By the way, if you want to join, you just need to join our pool. Bangbing. You know the drill by now, right? Yeebee! Up! I'm just gonna use this. Okay. I did not mean to go up there, but let's go up there. Boom! Uh-oh. Ah! I'm dead. You ate pizza because you betrayed... Oh yes, I had pizza. Hyper, why do you remember what I ate yesterday? It's kind of funny. Three stingers, really? Yeah! I'm actually gonna stay here! By the way, this is also the only stage in the entire game, at least in my opinion, where goalie seeking, or goalie searching, is actually difficult. It actually feels really, really difficult. What's that? No, okay, I misheard that. Right now, you're a little ill, but you'll be fine. RSI is a familiarity to many people who draw and play drums. Oh, it's some kind of injury on the hand or something like that, isn't it? Like, I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but I've mentioned it in a previous stream before, and some people didn't believe me, but I don't think I've actually ever had injuries on my hands, ever. Like, apart from my fingers, my fingers, of course, because I play guitar and I play bass. But the... What do you even call this? What do you even call these things? The... Come on, I feel like I know this. My brain is blanking. My joints! That's the word. I think, yeah. I've never really had issues with them, ever. Repeated stress injury? We used to call it mouse hemp. Because it was betrayal. You're 5 slam-minutes away from getting its golden badge. Oh, dang. Like, I think it still takes a while until I get my first one. I can't look right now, though. Hand, of course. Why did I read out your mistake? Mouse hand. Mouse hand. I mean, I am sitting in front of my laptop like, it depends. Sometimes 2, sometimes 4, sometimes 8, sometimes 12 hours. And I've still never had injuries in my hands. I seem to be doing something right. Like, I'm using my right arm, I'm right-handed. And I have it... First of all, I'm using one of the smallest computer mice... Do you say mouses? When we're talking about computer mouse? Probably not. Computer mice in the world? Oh no. And I'm basically in the air most of the time, if that makes sense. Kind of like when you're eating, or how you're supposed to be. How you're supposed to hold your hands when you're eating. So basically, I'm dead. Touching the edge. Use your specials. Touching the edge of my desk. That's what I'm doing. And I'm more or less hanging midair. And yeah, I've never really had issues with that. I wonder if me playing guitar and bass has something to do with it. Maybe I'm simply less likely to get something like that. I don't know though. I could also just be lucky, not gonna lie. Yeah! No! I'm dead. We're talking about joints. You've got a dumb abnormality called LC syndrome. No! Okay, that was really, really difficult though. Hi Chris, I remember giving myself RSI from certain drum exercises or drawing exercises, but in Splatoon is specifically ink brush on Switch Lite. When you had it, always gave you RSI. You mentioned before, but I still don't really get it. Like, I don't know how pain in the arms or hands feels like. I simply do not know. I'm lucky, I guess. Glowflies on this rotation on high tide? Yeah, that was impossible, not gonna lie. That felt absolutely impossible. But yeah, what is LC syndrome, Vowels? I'm actually curious. What is LC syndrome? I've never heard of that before. One of your tendons? What is tendon? Fissure because you got pushed at school? Dang. If you're sharing injury, you've got hyperflexibility and have to train and stretch your tendons on your hands or wrists every day. Hyperflexibility. Hyper has hyperflexibility. What a horrible joke. I think I have hyperflexibility to a degree as well, but it's not a bad thing in my case. I don't know why. I guess I've just been blessed with nice hands, if that makes sense. I think the only issue I've ever had with my hand was a skin issue. And I've only had it once. And I'm actually still having it on my one hand, and I don't really know what to do about it. It's a minor issue, but still. No idea what's causing that. That's what she said. Huh? You can't move your thumbs and your index fingers separate? Wait, what? I've never heard of that before. That sounds limited. That would make something like playing guitar so much more difficult, actually, doesn't it? If you can't even move your fingers independently? That sounds pretty bad. Yeah! I mean, pinky and ring finger being a little bit... in my case, it's actually the ring and the middle finger, I think. Is it? No, it's the ring finger and the pinky finger, a little bit. Like, when you move How does this work again? I'm moving my ring finger and I only move my ring finger. But if I move my pinky finger, I also move my ring finger a little bit automatically. Yeah. That's pretty normal though, that's not an injury. I think that's just normal. Glowflies with the roller is fun? Oh yeah, absolutely. You have to hold your phone differently actually? God dang. Like, I genuinely have never heard of that before. You do play instruments though, Vowels, right? You play trombone and I think it was something else, right? Like violin or something? Was it violin? Doesn't it make playing violin harder than it needs to be? Like, specifically when referring to playing instruments, I would honestly count that as a disability, probably. I've missed. F. Mwah. Uh-oh. Ah! It's not an injury, it's just something you were born with. When you move your pinky, your ring finger moves. So when you move your ring finger, your pinky and your middle finger move. That's normal. Not for me. When I move my ring finger, I only move my ring finger. And nothing else. But I'm also not normal, I think. Like, I can bend some of my fingers in the wrong direction to a degree. But that has to do with me playing guitar and how I always held my guitar when I was just growing up. Like my left thumb especially, I can bend that 180 degrees, no wait, then 180 would be a little bit too much. 90 degrees into the wrong direction without even, oh come on, without even doing anything. Screech alert! Like this? I don't know why I did that, by the way. Yeah! No! Go to a doctor, please? Who are you talking to? Who's supposed to go to a doctor? Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm on my way back. Use the specials, by the way. This is wave 3. Uh-oh, they're going to kill my... They are so going to kill my crab. Yeah, I'm dead. Deb? I'm dead? D-A-B, I don't know. I'm dead. You'd need surgery to fix it in this economy? Hard pass. You sound like Spoops. Spoops and her hip issues. But yeah, I mean, if you're from the US, then that sounds expensive, I guess. I'm not even sure how much, or if at all, if you needed to pay anything here at all. Kinda depends on the severity of it, I guess. If it's severe, you usually don't have to pay anything. Like, that's overgeneralized, but I think you know what I mean. Okay, nice. Whew. Hello, Deb. My name is Deb. Deb's Otto's dancing around me. By the way, Chris, I'm watching the sub counter, only about 30. Go to 8. Oh, I'm so close to 8,000 subs. I have actually finished a new video today. I haven't uploaded it yet, but I mentioned it in the previous stream. It's basically me reacting to my first reaction back then that got traction, which was my video that I made on Frothy Waters, which used to be known as Chaos Carnival, and I'm basically critiquing, or let's say, I'm actually making fun of my past self to a degree. Let's play one more and then we're gonna make a new room. You have hitchhiker's thumbs, so your top bones of your fingers move more. You're from the US, which is why you'd rather just settle to live with your weird crab fingers. Ah, god dang. God dang, vowels. Hey Niall, how's it going? But that sounds so limiting though. Like, I think you mentioned it above. You do also play violin, right? How do you play violin like that? Like, a genuine question. I would just love to understand how that's possible. Like, to be fair, there's also people who only have 4 fingers who can play an instrument. Like, doesn't mean that if your hands aren't the way they are supposed to be, so to speak, that you're unable to play an instrument that way, but it sounds limiting to me. But then again, if you're used to that, if you don't know it any other way, then it's probably not even that limiting, actually. I don't know. Uh-oh. Yeah! Don't you drive into me. I'm actually gonna go up and help collect them. Circus music started playing in my head for some reason. So you noticed YouTube fixed the reaction emojis? The live reaction emojis? Wait, were they bugged or what are you referring to? Wait, does that mean I can finally gift the 5 memberships again? Did they fix that as well? Because I still owe chat 5 memberships actually. I wanted to gift them in a previous stream, but I couldn't. I simply couldn't. What was that singing, Chris? I don't know. You broke your right hand a couple of months ago. Doctor told me to play video games to recover. Oh, I'm actually so lucky on that regard. I've never broken a bone in 30 years. And I've had some really awful injuries, but not a single broken bone. I've had my skull kinda almost open. Almost. Like my head was open and I almost died. But it was not a broken bone. For example. But yeah. Or for starters, you need a violin! Why do I start singing when I'm panicking? I actually do have a violin. It's a very cheap and kind of broken one that I got on a flea market though. So nothing of high quality. It cost me 40 bucks. And it's kind of insane that this is actually the second time I'm mentioning that today. Managing? What? I'm mentioning that today. I'm just gonna use. Whoop. Whoop. Ah! What? The skull is also open? Like the skull wasn't open. It's just my head was open, but not the skull. So I didn't break anything. Also, that's like, I feel like that's way too much information. I mean, I would say I'm probably completely normal, completely typical. Everything is as it's supposed to be. I'm neurotypical as well, of course. And I'm completely normal mentally. God dang it. That was your first break in about 38 years. Oh god. Oh wait! Interesting. So I could still break a bone earlier than you, in theory. That was luck. That was lucky. But yeah, in this stage, as I said before, goalie seeking is definitely pretty hard, actually. It's down there, isn't it? Where's the thingy? Oh. Over there? Okay. Oh, that's one of those moments where it doesn't even pass the the egg basket, I think. Does it? No, it doesn't. And that's what makes it difficult. I think in all the other stages, it's always passing the basket. Ah, nice! Where's Sunny? Oh. Yeah! The hard thing on the bottom right. Oh, they fixed... What do you mean by they fixed that? Was that broken? And you know what? After this, I'm gonna make a new room, and I'm gonna see if I can actually give 5 memberships. Because I still owe you 5. I do remember stuff like that, but I do not remember what I had for dinner yesterday. No chance. That was completely pointless, but okay. Ah! Lucky. Oh, still no boss though. That's a bit of a shame. Baron's there! Baron has broken the sky again. You guess when it comes to violin, it's not too hard. You don't really think about what you do and how you play it. To be honest, I have fairly small hands. And when you have small hands, playing bass specifically is actually a little bit more difficult than when your hands were a little bit bigger. That's why my hands are so super flexible, because I simply had to. Otherwise I couldn't reach certain spots. This map is so hectic. It's really hectic. This is, in my opinion, the hardest stage in the entire game. Okay, I'm gonna make a new room, even though our meter is full, but yeah, let's make a new room anyway, I'd say. If you've already been in this room, you can just try and join again. I don't mind that. You can just rejoin if you want. It doesn't hide part of the chat anymore? It does for me, but I'm also inside of YouTube Studio. So inside of YouTube Studio, they didn't fix it. Okay, new room. If it's the same team, then that would also be fine, to be honest, but I just want to give other people a chance as well. But in general, it's just weird. You could probably get a picture later or something on how you hold your phone. Honestly, I would be really interested in that. Okay, it's already full. There we go. Hooray, new room. Yeah, before we start, let me actually open my own stream. And let's see if I can gift memberships again. Because I used to not be able to for some reason. Where's my own stream? Can I open my own stream from inside of YouTube Studio quickly? I don't know, actually. But we have next to no delay today. It's only 3 seconds or so, right? Dang. Trois here. Hey, Trois. Pipettes. Of course, that's a fly fish. Hooah! I got it! Not in. Oh. Oh, another one of those. I think I should actually take them out. Either me or the blasters. No! I'm just gonna stay up here. Open your mouth. And by mouth I mean the bubble on your nose or whatever that is. I never even questioned that. What is the steelhead actually doing, Chad? Where's this bubble coming from? Is that its nose? I probably shouldn't think too deeply about that, but still. Call it natural curiosity. Okay, so far we're doing really well. Like, that is really, really, really well. 49? Okay, let me try. It's throwing a bomb out of the mechanism on its head. It is, yeah, but what? It's not part of its body, is it? The steel head is filling the balloon of bomb with its saliva? Yeah. That sounds terrible. Where is it? Over there. Okay, I'm actually gonna use my special here. How are you supposed to hit that? I remember actually having lost Mudmouth in this stage before. Which is also a rarity, but... the stage is just so small and so difficult. And today's rotation doesn't really help either, to be quite honest. But as always, we're just gonna try our best, and as long as we try our best, how could we ever be disappointed? Yeah, kill me, okay. Yeah. I'd like to imagine the Salmon band that makes this music is actually close by, playing this music live. They probably are, aren't they? In that other stage, I forgot its name. Come on, this... I should know the stage names by now, but I still don't. Salmon Junction, something like that. Slabba-dabba-dabba, slabba-dabba-dabba-dab, something like that. That's its name. Salmon at Inca Steelhead Saliva? Yeah. Slammin' Jammin' Junction. God dang. It's kind of like the humpback pump track of this game. A stage name that I just can't get down right. Oh, that's doable actually. That should be doable. I think I should kill the... I should focus on killing the children. I should focus on killing the children. It's certainly a sentence out of context now. Come on! Did we even do anything? I don't know. Next to nothing. Kill it! Okay. Nice, okay. We're doing well though, I think. Two more. Two more. Ha ha! Okay, we did it. Like, don't jinx it, Chris, but we did it. Nice! Woo! Panic singing. Yeah, I always do that for some reason. I started doing that a while ago. Jammin' Slammin'... Jammin'... What is it called again? Jammin'... Slammin' Jammin' Junction. God dang. Just like the Jelly Band on Mahi Mahi. I've seen that band before too. I wonder what kind of music they are playing. We did it! You think even in context that sentence sounds wrong? Which sentence, Baron? Did someone say something vague or weird again? Wish we could recon these stages. I love checking the vibes of maps. You can't do that, right? Like, can you do like private battle Salmon Run? I don't think that's possible, is it? I do not know. Chris, you said let's focus on killing the children. I mean, those children are attacking you, they are biting your ankles. You need to kill them before they kill you. Anyway. Oh, Hyper, I forgot about that again. Right, remind me of that again. How did I forget that again? That was like 5 minutes ago. I still owe you 5 memberships. Thank you so much for the gifted membership. Shit. Gifted membership, Hyper. Los Sodium. You're now a member of the member channel membership, which means you get early access to videos. I might just release a new video today, actually, for members. Everyone else will get to watch it tomorrow. You also have access to custom badges and custom emojis and stuff like that. Chris, you're old, that's why you forgot so easily. Like I said earlier, now you weren't there earlier, but actually no, this has nothing to do with my age. Like, some people just struggle remembering things in general. Or like, if my brain perceives it, or if my brain... Gosh, my brain is not working, that's the issue. If my brain sees it as not really relevant information, it just tosses it away again. Boom. Some people hear something and they actually remember that thing that they heard. Not for me. If I do not instantly categorize that as interesting or relevant in my brain, it's just boom, it's just gone again. I'm actually a little bit of a slow learner. Some people think I'm really good at learning things because I know 6 languages, yes, but I would call myself a slow and bad learner. I need to learn things like twice or 3 times as long as other people, and I need to constantly revise things, otherwise I probably just forget them again. For some there's ADHD. Like, I do not think I have that, but I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm on the autism spectrum. It's not even that difficult to figure out, not gonna lie. Like, my social skills have definitely improved in the past 2 years. If you watch some of my older videos, you see that I wasn't looking at the camera, I wasn't even making proper sentences, I wasn't talking to the mic, I didn't pay attention to anything. I don't know. You can see that I had no confidence, and you can also see that something is wrong with this dude. Like, wrong in quotation marks. Here we are, and the constant making videos and the constant streaming has actually helped me get more used to things that I was terrified of in the past, like talking in general. Which, it's so funny to me that a lot of people say they like listening to me. When I was young, I used to barely talk at all, actually. I was just so shy. And also a little bit anxious, but yeah. We need more eggs. We need those eggs here. Come on. Nice. Okay, for a second I thought this was gonna be close, but no. Does this dude need to take a shit or something? No, if I looked at that video, I'm also critiquing that or criticizing that in the upcoming video, Hyper. But I look like I really do not want to. Metal is shooting me. I look like I really do not want to be here. Like, even the way I'm saying, "Hey everyone, my name is Christoph Jakob," I say it with so little confidence. Even if you don't know me, you can hear that I basically had zero self-esteem. I hold my camera in a weird angle on my lap and I go, "Hey everyone, my name is Christoph Jakob." And I'm like, oh dude, really? But for some reason this video still got more than 50,000 views, which is absolutely insane. Bye, Lola. Oh, I could have used it on my side, I guess. Oh, come on! Now that I used my special, 2 stingers appear. God, this feels not doable, not gonna lie. Is this doable? New victim added to the member channel ship. Use your specials if you still have them, or just stay alive. Save me! Like, in theory, that is still doable, actually. No! One short! That was so close! Okay, chat. I'm gonna see and... I'm gonna try and see if I can give memberships again. That would be awesome. When you told your friend you thought you were on the spectrum, he responded, I thought you were already diagnosed. You have ADHD and autism? And to be honest, if you have like 6 or 7 friends who are all autistic, and they all look at you and, or metaphorically look at you and are like, well, well, Chris, then there might be some truth to it. Maybe I do have autism. Wouldn't be that surprising, to be honest. I don't think it would change anything in my life, to be honest. Nothing. But it would still be kind of interesting, kind of nice to know. Okay, let's see if I can give memberships again. Nope, it's still broken. Come on, I want to give memberships, it's still broken. Why though? Come on. What if I disable, like, I don't know, reactions, and I disable, or I go here? Let me try again. Nope. Nope, it's simply one more match, by the way. I can't give memberships. That sucks. That really sucks. Hey, Quamus. Long time no see. You guess if you know that many languages, there is also a case to be made for your brain having to parse way more words and derive their meaning? Probably. Like, one of my favorite reactions was, I think Funya, who hasn't been here in a while, but he once said, like, I'm playing games in Japanese, and I'm always talking in English, but neither Japanese nor English is my native language, which is so funny to me. Like, maybe there's 1 or 2 people in chat who do not know, but my native language is actually German. I simply never use it. Like, I use it in real life all the time, of course, but I never use it online. I also know ancient Greek, yeah. Like, German, English, Latin, Japanese, French to a degree still, and ancient Greek to a degree still, but since I never use ancient Greek, obviously, and since I never use French, both of those languages are pretty bad by now. But the other 4 are either good, native, or decent. Ancient? Chris reference? Yeah, ancient Greek. Like, I studied Latin at university, and you need to also study ancient Greek if you want to do that. So I basically had to learn a new language in only like 6 months or something like that, I think, and boom, first exam was there. I use it online for the bit sometimes. Yeah, that's true. Like, one of the punishments on my punishment wheel that we're using sometimes when we're failing a shift forces me to speak German, and for some reason that actually makes me feel uncomfortable, which is funny. Yeah! Ancient Greek, that would just be normal Greek for you, Chris. What if I beat you up, Baron? Okay, that was cool. Wow, that actually hit me. Okay, yeah. We've had multiple people do that to you. It's like, oh, guys. Vowels. Like, I don't want to diagnose you, but... I'm just gonna be quiet now. Oh, so many shore bosses, come on. Ah, I exploded! You're only now noticing that you're playing the Japanese version too. Like, it's technically not a Japanese version, I just put my Switch into Japanese. You couldn't do that in Splatoon 2, but in Splatoon 3 you can just play this game in Japanese, and I'm so thankful for that. I started learning Japanese, and at some point I wanted to switch the language to Japanese in Splatoon 2, but you could not do that because Japanese Splatoon 2 was quite literally a different game. And that was so disappointing back then. But in Splatoon 3 you can thankfully simply switch the language and boom, that's it. Huh? Where is it? I've even lost Tornado in the stage once, by the way, chat. Just like I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Kinda like that, yeah. One of my favorite sentences though, if you know one person with autism, you know exactly one person with autism. And what it means is that there are so many different ways it can manifest, I guess. So many different criteria, and you don't even need to fulfill all of them. Just many of them. It's just very... I feel like there's a good word for that I'm missing right now. It's very... Flexible sounds wrong, but you know what I mean, I think. Like, I know someone in real life who has autism, and he can remember the exact date and the exact day that it was, like, I don't know, 3 years and 4 months ago. He's like, oh yeah, that was Wednesday the 23rd, and I'm like, huh? How? Some people do have this kind of autism, as I like to call it. There's other people who have creative kinds of autism, who are really good at art, who are really good at music, who are really good at writing, who are really good at something like that. Exactly, that's why it's a spectrum, I guess. Yep. What if I kill myself? No! I feel almost everyone has a little bit of autism. Like, one thing that I have a lot that a lot of other people I know don't have is I have a lot of those typical OCD, like... Can you call that symptoms? I don't even know. Something that is typical for autism, but also OCD. Like, if there are 4 books on top of each other, and in the middle there's one that's pointed into the wrong direction, that bugs me a lot. Or if I look into my... I'm gonna make a new room, by the way. If I look into my if I look into my drawer or something like that, and there's 10 video games in there, and they are not lined up, it bothers me. It's kind of funny. And what's also pretty funny is a lot of autistic people seem to have similar interests, and one of them is actually one of those interests is chess. That is definitely not me. I have no interest in playing chess whatsoever, or strategy games, not at all. But one of the things that I like to talk about and that I'm interested in the most is actually astronomy. Which is also very, very typical for for autism. Like, it's all those little things that add up. It's not just one single criterion and you think, oh yeah, I probably have autism. It's so many different ones where I just see myself in it. And I do not see myself in some of the other... I almost said diseases, but it's not even a disease. It's a... What do you even call that? It's a... Man, my brain is not braining today, chat. I'm gonna make a new room. Anyway, others feel free to join in. Thanks for the games, twat. Your perception of time is so terrible. Oh yeah, absolutely same. You call it wired differently. Yeah, basically. My brain is not braining today. I say that a lot, though. No, it's exactly the same, though. Like, one of the main reasons why I struggled so hard in some of the puzzles in Tears of the Kingdom is because I didn't see the obvious solution. Instead, I was thinking too far outside of the box, which can be good when you work when you work a creative job. But if you just need to solve a simple problem, that can be problematic. If the solution is there and you're like, I don't get it. We call it a condition. It's not an illness. Even condition sounds a little bit too harsh in my opinion. Like, I wouldn't want to be treated differently if... You wouldn't want to be treated differently if you have something like ADHD or autism, right? Condition to me sounds like... Still sounds like a bit of an... Something... A bit of a... Almost like a little bit of a disability. Hey Cinder, you still can't give memberships? Oh yeah, the thing is, I'm still owing Chat 5 memberships, but I simply cannot do it. I can't give those memberships, because the game said no. So does someone else join us, or...? Chris was thinking outside the box while there was no box. Basically. Basically. There's still a stigma. There's a stigma about a lot of things. There's also a pretty horrible stigma about things that I don't even want to talk about on stream. Tron knows what I'm talking about. But that's not suitable for stream. Okay, one more try. You can join again, by the way. As always, you can try and join again. We haven't had a single boss so far, so Metal if you still want to continue, or... Trois, or... who else played with us? Exactly, autism or ADHD is not a downgrade like a lot of people think. That's why I dislike calling it a condition or illness or whatsoever, because it can actually be good. You need people who are able to think outside of the box. If you ever want to do something that's innovative, and if you constantly think in patterns, you can't really do that, I'd say. Twice back. ADHD and autism is just the harder difficulty. And in my case, I have another thing that starts with A. I don't have ADHD, I think. I do not think I have that, but who knows? Who knows, to be honest? Maybe I have it. I don't think so, though. But I do have anxiety as well, which is... Out of all these things, it's... Anxiety is a condition, I would say that. It's a condition, if not a disability. Autism? No. I'd say no. Have you ever tried Guitar Hero on easy? You can't do it. Also, hey Ink Me Dad, how's it going? Neurodivergent, funny word, what does it mean? It's basically a word that describes a lot of conditions, if you want to call it like that. Like ADHD and autism and stuff like that. Not only, of course, but the list is pretty long, actually. Chris, you are a music composer for video games? I think that already says enough. Yee, maybe. High Tide in the stage sucks so much though. Like in all honesty, High Tide is horrible. Why are there already 3 flyfish? The match, the thing has just started. God dang it. Anxiety is the worst. I like to call anxiety as being afraid of fear itself. Like, even if there's technically no reason for you to be afraid, you're just afraid anyway. Yeah, that kinda sucked, but not much we could have done about that. There were like 4 flyfish or 5, I don't know, so many. Anxiety is the worst. What do you mean? I'm scared of talking to my friends. For me, it's like if I'm in my comfort zone, I actually feel pretty normal and I feel pretty well, I'd say. But I always like to say, as soon as I leave my comfort zone, so as soon as I go outside or go somewhere by myself, I'm a different person. I literally feel like a different person, and I probably also behave like a different person. Hey kid, how's it going? It's the harder difficulty on certain things like planning and social interaction, absolutely. But on other things like sorting, searching for something, needle in a haystack style, it helps a lot in your case. In mine too, and the funny thing is I actually love that, Hyper. I said it last time when we were quickly talking about Super Mario Sunshine, when I said my favorite part is searching for blue coins. Basically searching for little coins in huge stages. That could be anywhere. That was my favorite part about Mario Sunshine. And also in real life, I just love sorting and ordering things. It's just fun. That's the only kind of office job that I could do, I guess. If someone gave me like 1,000 papers and says, sort them alphabetically, I would be like, yes! Sounds fun! And I would actually do it. But if someone said, call this person, I'm like, no. Like, simply no. I can't even say what it is, but phones absolutely terrify me. I'm also still not the biggest fan of voice chats. Like, back in early Discord, like referring to my own server, in early days, we used to have voice chats almost every day, and most of the time I didn't even join because I didn't really feel like. In my own server, think about that. And I could never join a voice chat in a different server, I think. Like that's, no, scary. I can't paint this. I'm just gonna kill him like this. Okay. I'm just gonna stay here, I think. Me too, I love just sitting down on the carpet with an audiobook on and sort Lego down to the brick type and color. Yeah, I would do that as well, I guess, just for fun. Like, there's no point in doing that, but it's fun and it's satisfying and that's all that matters, right? Voice chat you had to slowly build up, but it helps being in a cool group now. And now it feels weird and lonely going back without. You used to spend days talking to buddies. Interesting. No, it's kind of... It can be difficult. It depends on who you're talking to, I'd say. If that makes sense. Also, I also noticed the same thing in real life. Depending on the person, I'm either super talkative or I can't say a single normal sentence for some reason. I don't know what triggers this or if there's any reason for that, but with some people I can just be so casual and talk like a normal person. And when trying to talk with others, I just forget how language works, or I don't know. I'm gonna use the other special as well, come on. We need more eggs, come on! Nice. I have no specials left though, so low tide please? Low tide is the most doable. I would just be calm, which is part of why people struggle to believe you have or had ADHD. I used to be... I think I mentioned the story before, but 3 teachers actually grabbed me and dragged me into a different room before. Because they wanted to figure out what's wrong with me, because I simply never really talked. And in hindsight, I think I simply didn't want to talk with those idiots. Like, so many of my teachers were actually horrible, but yeah, let's not go into that again. I feel like school has traumatized me heavily, and I'm not even kidding with that. Hey Choco, hey Baba again. You're not autistic, literally stay in one place with your crotchet hook and you do the same pattern for like 2 hours? Like Chris with Spoops versus Chris with someone new in the server. I mean, Spoops is a special case. Spoops is the kind of person where you just feel comfortable being around. At least I feel like that, and I know that a lot of people actually feel like that. Spoops is the stereotype of... might seem rough if you don't know her, but is actually super, super nice. I mean, otherwise she wouldn't be a mod in my server. We need 1 more egg, 3 more eggs. Alright, nice. First boss time, maybe? Yes, boss tide. Tide? Boss time. And low tide boss, that's good, I think. All your classmates are loud as fuck for no reason? Like... I like to put it as, in every single class, there's this one person who is unnecessarily shy or quiet and might even seem a little bit odd from an outside perspective. I was one of them. In our... I don't even know what you call that. In the final book or booklet thingy that we did when we were finished with school, we could rate who's the most quiet student in all of school. And I placed number 1, I think, or number 2, I don't remember. But the only 2 friends I had, they were on places 2 and 3. Or maybe 1 and 3, I don't remember, like I said. We were all 3 in the top 3, out of 90 people or so. Everyone voted for us as silent, and funnily enough, they also voted me on number 1 for the biggest naysayer, the biggest contrarian. Which is kind of funny to me these days. Am I really that much of a contrarian? Maybe I used to be, I don't know. Always found that kind of weird though. Okay, we've basically lost this, I think. Spoops has that big sister or big mama. I mean, I jokingly call Spoops my big sister sometimes, even though she's like 7 years younger than me, but who cares? She's still closer to a big sister than a small or younger sister. If that makes sense. Baba, you might need to get tested. You said 2 things, and I'm already thinking, yup, that sounds very familiar. Like, just keep in mind, it's not a bad thing to have that. It's like Hyper said, your brain just works differently. Can be a blessing and a curse. In some situations, it can be a curse, like when you have to engage with other people, for example, or when you need to, when you're getting thrown into new situations and stuff like that. That stresses me out. But also, we've lost one person, I think. But in other situations or under different circumstances, you might be better than your peers in some way. You've never had this much space to fight a boss? Oh yeah. Da, 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 da. I find this wave so boring, by the way. Like, if they remove one thing for Splatoon 4, please remove the tornado wave. Like, it's neither challenging nor fun. It's just there. I don't find it particularly interesting. You may join later because stupid randoms can't play Salmon Run correctly. Oh. And I didn't even consider that I might be on the autistic spectrum till I was like 27 or so, by the way. I'm 30. I don't even know what initially caused it, or maybe I was 28 actually. I think some friends mentioned it before and I was like, that's not me. But especially when I was 29, when I was streaming Tears of the Kingdom, and also before that, to be honest, a little bit, it was earlier than that, but that pretty much manifested it. When I played Tears of the Kingdom, I just knew that something was odd. Something was off about me, if that makes sense. What if they add 1 boss per wave and all waves are the tomato? Tomato? What? Are the tornado? Nah. You really like samurai music? Yeah, I do. Like, I think, creatively speaking, samurai music is the most creative. Some of the most creative Nintendo music in general, to be honest. Like, I know we talk about time signatures a lot, and yeah, we know that there's odd time signatures in every single song, but not even just that. There are so many more things that make samurai music so interesting to listen to. Like, the choice of instruments, for example. It's a cello, it's a distorted timpani, something you would never, ever do, ever. I think you can't even distort a timpani in real life, that's what makes it so funny. And the third part is just some random samples. And it just works so well! The big run music, in my opinion, the big run music was pretty horrible actually. But it makes sense because it was a new composer. For those of you who don't know, the big run, the big run music, the new one they added, was made by a different composer for once, and it shows. Like, maybe that's my musician autism, but hearing the first note, I just knew it was a different composer. And I was right. And I don't necessarily mean that in a good way. Like, every composer sounds different, of course. Every composer has different approaches, so of course it doesn't sound exactly the same. But I like this kind of Salmon Run music and not whatever they did to it in Grand Run. Big Run was amazing, Grand Run was meh. Do you know they actually banned a Salmon Run song in competitive Smash Bros. Tournaments? Really? Was it too distracting, or what's the reasoning behind that? I'm curious. Overstimulation can also be me. Hyperfocus can be me, but only when we're talking about things that I like. Like, I'm pretty sure some other musicians or artists in chat can relate. But sometimes I want to do something for a few minutes, like quickly compose something, quickly draw something, I don't know. And I just spend, I don't know, 4 hours doing that because I'm so invested in it that I completely forget everything around me. That happened to me yesterday, by the way. It happened to me yesterday and I almost forgot my own stream. 5 minutes before my stream, my scheduled stream started, I was like, oh wait, I'm streaming in a moment. While I was still working on music. That was kind of funny. Use your specials, of course. Hands of the eggs. Oh, they crushed me hard. Yeah, that was really, really difficult. They banned it? A Salmon Run song? Oh, does Smash only have one Salmon Run song? Fair enough. Oh yeah, let's do this thing real quick. 8 hours later, more or less. But what else did you say? Overstimulation, hyperfocus, doesn't know how to act in a social environment. That is me. And... Hey JD. Oh, by the way, JD, you got gifted a membership like 2 weeks ago or something like that. I don't even know if you noticed. But your name is green now. Ha! What was that laugh? Ha! Ha! Not knowing how to act in a social environment. In my case, it's like I'm listening to what the other person says, but at the same time, I'm not even really listening to what they are saying because I'm so focused on trying to find the right spot to say something myself, if that makes sense. And this is a criterion for autism, by the way, which I was like, yeah, of course it is. It all adds up. When you listen to someone who talks a lot, for example, and you don't know when it's your turn to say something. You don't know how to respond to simple stuff like small talk. I remember I had to learn some phrases because when someone used to ask me what's up, I did not know what to say. I had to learn that you usually say something like not much, or you just say what's up back as a greeting. I had to learn that like vocabulary, which is kind of funny to me. Da, 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 da. Come on! Don't! Ah! Yeah, I noticed, Chris. Thank you so much. It was probably Cinder, Metal, or Hyper. Ooh, this stage is so difficult. Excuse me, Jakob. You can just... that's my last name. You can just call me Chris. Like, Jakob is my second name. My last name. I just want to know, have you ever heard Deep Rock? Deep Rock Galactic music? For some reason, that actually rings a bell. I'm not entirely sure, though. I think I'm gonna focus on killing with this weapon. And come on, more big run, not big run, more big shots. And another thing that heavily affects me is, one criterion is you struggle with change. Especially change that you personally deem unnecessary. And maybe some of you remember how I reacted when that was like a month ago or so, when Windows for no reason decided to change my desktop background. And how aggressive, oh not aggressive, how pissed and upset I was about that. Or my favorite example is actually that has something to do with university. Sometimes back in university, or not sometimes, but back in university, I used to park my car in roughly the same spot. There were like two streets where I usually park my car, and if there was no empty spot, I genuinely and legit, this is not a joke, I just drove home again and I skipped the lesson. I just said, yeah, I was ill. I was ill, yeah. Because it was easier for me, or I didn't even think about simply driving a little bit further, even if it's just 200 meters, to potentially find another street. No, I was just like, no, this is my street, and if I don't get a parking spot there, I'm gonna go home again. And I did that like 3 times at least. In hindsight, that's so funny. But also so telling. But that might be more anxiety than autism, to be perfectly honest. Come on, Chad, that is doable. Okay, killing half a fly fish is better than ignoring it. Nice. Whew. How are you supposed to reach 999 in this stage though? Not gonna lie. I think even with good weapons, the stage just sucks. Hey, Quermus. I missed quite a bunch of messages, huh? Baba, random question. Do you struggle with asking for help? For example, from teachers because you don't understand something? I never did that ever in school. Hyper. Like, you asked Baba, not me, but I never did that. Ever. I just, no. I couldn't. Even if I didn't understand it, I was just like, nah, whatever. You remember that? You spent a solid hour trying to find the background back again? Yeah, that was not fun. It was fun. It was funny, but it was not fun. One more match and then we're gonna make a new room, by the way. This rotation in that map sucks a little bit, Chris, not gonna lie. Yeah, it really does, but it's fun anyway. You were suffering a lot yesterday on it? Only thing you don't really like on it is the squiffer. You don't know how to use it? You use it like... I can show you. The squiffer is actually one of the best weapons. It's either the best or the second best weapon in this rotation. Like, in short, squiffer and S-Blast are good. L3 is okay, and Inkbrush is bad. Once again, I'm specifically referring to Salmon Run. Like, you can deal a lot of damage with this thing, right? With the S-Blast. And with the squiffer, you basically jump all the time. If you want to learn how to use the squiffer, shoot and jump at the same time, and the moment you land again, you can shoot. So it looks something like this. Boom, 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 boom. Whenever you land, basically, you let go of both the jump button and the shoot button. I'm gonna show you once I get it, actually. Uh-oh. I just thought, let's drive in there, because why not? We need one more egg, come on. Nice, I'm just gonna run away, not gonna lie, this is too dangerous now. Between the 4 available weapons, the squiffer is the one that you knows how to play. It's also one of the best, I'd say. Vowels. You never asked for help in public school because you always felt so awkward. Exactly the same thing for me. Like, absolutely exactly the same thing. Regardless of whether, even if it was actually important and you knew, you kind of needed to reach out. I just didn't do it anyway. I don't even know if I was too scared or if I didn't care or if I couldn't. I guess I was just autistic, I don't know, and no one knew back then. Not even myself. I'm also I'm never getting tired of talking about these kinds of things here on stream. Like, the moment I stop talking about conditions like that, or mental health or stuff like that, then I'm an imposter, I guess. Topics like that are so important to talk about, in my opinion. So whenever someone is like, I don't talk about these topics, to me that's actually a bit of a red flag. Wow, we need so many more eggs. Which is doable, of course, but it's gonna be hard. Ah! That was close. Boom! Ah! I'm still alive! I'm dead. Still doable. Okay, yeah. Like I always say, high tide in the stage is hell. It wasn't wave 2 though, right? So that's not that bad, I'd say. You got along with your teachers very well, but you always struggled with asking for help because you kind of felt like a failure in a way. Absolutely the same once again, Hyper. Even though I did not get along well with my teachers at all, I had multiple teachers who bullied me. I was lucky enough that I barely ever got bullied by students. I got bullied by some teachers though. They simply like to make fun of those people who didn't talk much. Like, when someone is anxious, or when you suspect that someone is anxious, I'm gonna make a new room by the way, then you shouldn't say something like, "Oh, so you can talk after all, huh?" Because if you say something like that, the other person will just shut up again. Or if you're like, "Oh, now I know what your voice sounds like." Those are some of the most horrible sentences you can say to someone. Because it's so insulting in a way. You finally bring up the courage to actually ask a question, and then you get an answer like this. You will never ask a question again. At least that's how it was like for me, personally. Maybe some of you can relate to that. I just personally hate this kind of bullshit. Dum da da dum 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 dum. New room time. I wish I could actually give those memberships, but YouTube says nuh-uh. You think talking openly about it is very refreshing? It shouldn't be treated as some weird hush-hush thing? It really shouldn't, yeah, I agree. I feel the same thing about topics like depression, even though I tend to not talk about it if I know that most people in chat are like 14 years old or something like that. Because, I mean, it can still affect you, of course, but I feel like depression is something that's... For example, that's something you... Well, to be honest, I would probably still talk about it. We're gonna play in a moment. So many messages, I kind of want to read them out loud, not gonna lie. You feel so empty after the Grand Fest is over. It was a really cool... It had really cool vibes on it. I felt the same on the follow-up day, but 2 days later and I basically was back to having fun again. A lot of your teachers hated you solely because you think no one realized you had ADHD. Neither did you. And you weren't being medicated for it. So boy, you didn't pay attention. I wonder... I sometimes do wonder what kind of effects that has. Because it's pretty obvious that my mom has it, for example. My mom is almost 60, but she didn't get diagnosed whatsoever. That's also a bit of a generational problem, I think. Most of the people who are my parents' age didn't even get checked on that at all, ever. And, I mean, I'm 30, I also didn't get checked on that. I would be... If I weren't born in 1994, but instead in like 2004, for example, I think someone probably would have tested me. And they would be like, yep, you have this, you have this, you have this. A lot of people avoid these topics as they can send larger chats into a violent argument, because a lot of people don't bother to understand what it truly is. What's truly going on with the people it affects. I feel like that about a lot of topics. I feel like that about another topic that I'm not going to talk on here though, because in my opinion that's one topic that is so... like one pretty big topic actually, that people misunderstand a lot, but I think it actually leans a little bit into it's something you probably shouldn't talk about to minors thinking about it. Like it's not about sex whatsoever, but still, it's something you probably shouldn't talk about publicly, at least in my opinion. For a long time, your emotions only ever came out on the drum, not in your voice, because it was made to you were made to suppress your emotions when speaking. I mean, considering where you are originally from, Toi, I'm honestly not surprised. You're much better now, but you suspect that you were That you were made to feel all these traumas for being neurodiverse? Probably. Splatoon is always going to be fun, I agree. Your meds don't make you some kind of zombie. It just turns you into vowels. It just helps you focus on getting work done instead of running off with thousands of distractions, to be honest. I could say another thing, but I think it's not allowed to talk about that on YouTube. Like, Germany legalized something in 2024, and because I'm curious, I tried it. And I think I've never been that locked in my entire life. And who knows, maybe I'm also a little bit on the ADHD spectrum. Because the thing that I tried there is made, or it has the same, or one of the ingredients is the same as in some of the meds that is used for ADHD. And it worked on me. It made me so much more focused. So what if I also have ADHD to a degree? And I simply did not know. But I feel like it's just a gut feeling. My gut feeling still tells me I don't think I have that. Hard to say, to be honest. Because it didn't exist back then, oh yeah, basically, right? Like, I also have grandparents who say that stuff like depression doesn't exist. It's a bit of a generational issue. When you hear things like this, you feel super lucky you got diagnosed with ADD and got medication very early in your life. Man, I should get myself checked one day. I really should. We're fully here now. Alright, nice. Some teachers really shouldn't teach, especially if they are not equipped to deal with neurodiverse children. That can lead to so much more trauma growing up. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, I hated some of my teachers today, and I know it's kind of weird if you don't know them to say these things publicly on a stream, but if one particular teacher, for example, just passed away now, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, okay, whatever. Because fuck this person. Like, when you first go to school, maybe some of you remember, the very, very first time in school, you were still something like excited. But at some point, the excitement turned into anxiety. You feared some teachers, you feared some lessons, you feared some specific things. Sometimes I feel like we should just make streams where we talk. But I don't know how interesting that is, because we talk so much sometimes that playing this game actually feels more like a distraction than anything. Not necessarily in a bad way, but it's just a bit of a thing I noticed. And today is one of those days where I would really like to read out and focus more on what you guys say in chat so I can react to that. But I don't know how interesting that is, just watching me, just talking to me for like 2 hours. I don't know if anyone would be willing to do that. I don't know. What if I shoot Otto? You think just chatting is extremely fun? Yeah, me too, to be honest. But if we did that, I think I would need to use a camera or something like that, so you actually do see something. Or we need to play a game that's not taking up our entire focus like Splatoon does. I'm just gonna read a little bit more after this wave is done. Ah! Oh gosh, someone needs to kill the stinger. The stingers over there are gonna be a problem later on. Alright. I'm gonna take care of the flyfish. At least the left half, and then I'm gonna go back and throw this thing in. Oh. Wave breaker, save us! Turn into a safe breaker. Can someone save me? Thank you. Hey, I wanted to save safety over here. I just killed myself by accident. I'm still dead, but we did it. Nice! We did it. Otto's dead. God dang. Okay, I need to go quite back up, actually. Because it didn't exist back then. Oh, yeah. When we talk about didn't exist, Baba, we basically mean that it was treated as something that didn't exist. Basically just, it's all just in your head. Or there simply wasn't really... It wasn't that... Like, popular sounds wrong, but it wasn't that known that this is a potential issue that people can have. There are some ADHD meds that are temporary. You pop them and can function in peace for half a day. It's a weird experience. You're from Amsterdam, we have some widely available stuff you use yourself. Like, that stuff you're talking about, JP, is exactly the stuff that was legalized in Germany. And simply because I was so curious, I tried it once. And by once, I actually mean twice. 2 different kinds. One of them was horrible, and the other one actually made me feel really good. I was focused. I was reading through... I felt like I was reading through half of Wikipedia at some point. I was reading about some sort of medical condition, and I found it so interesting, and I was immersed. I was captivated by it. Usually when I start reading something, I see that it's a lot of text, and I'm like, and I don't even really try to read it. I don't have the energy, and I don't have the motivation or the attention to do that, I guess. Vowels, once you live on your own, try not taking meds for a while without outside stimuli. Things suddenly become a lot more manageable. I don't have an opinion on that because I have never lived on my own. You feel like a lot of people just say, no, I definitely don't have that. Oh yeah, absolutely. Even though they pretty clearly do. Like I said, it's so obvious to me that my mom has ADHD, but undiagnosed, I guess. Or my dad is quite obviously on the autism spectrum, and his one brother is the most autistic person I've ever seen. He has the kind of autism where you kind of live in your own world, actually. Dum, da, da, dum, 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 dum. Well, now you think you'll keep them? Maybe you'll drop them when you're done with school. That's one thing that I have an issue with, though. I try to never take any kind of meds ever. The only time I have ever the only time I've ever taken any sort of meds is when I had a migraine and I needed like strong painkillers or something like that. That's the only kind of medication, if you can even call it that I ever took. Like, not that I don't believe in it, but I don't know. I have this wrong trust in my body that it's able to deal with all of that by itself, if that makes sense. Even though that's technically stupid. But yeah, I still have that to a degree. And I know that a lot of Germans are like that. Healthcare and stuff like that is free here in Germany, but you need your leg that's turned in the opposite direction to actually go see a doctor. Otherwise, most German people are just like, nah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. I mean, I don't have a feeling in my left foot anymore, but it's fine. I don't need a doctor. It's gonna fix itself. That is so typically German, and I'm sadly part of this statistic as well. Wow, you had severe anxiety in school, to be honest. You feel what you said about fearing some teachers, some classes. Yeah, absolutely the same. I was sweating. I suddenly needed to go to the toilet out of fear because I was just so scared of some teachers and scared of some situations. Therapy stream when? Yeah, we're having that right now, I guess. We're gonna continue in a moment, by the way. Speaking of therapy, there are some people who are really good at finding just the right words if you struggle with things. And in my opinion, one of that people is actually Otto here in chat. Otto. Like, you sound like you could be a therapist, which is kind of funny, to be honest, but you just sound like that to me. You might try and comfort you all with some singing and soft drum if we have a talking session, for example. Just chatting is extremely fun. Chris people are the coolest people in the world. Aww. You definitely should. I have so much stuff to let me quickly read that. This is only gonna take like 2 minutes or so. Okay, yes, you definitely should keep using them now, vowels. Blah, 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 I wish... You walked back in at the perfect time. Yeah, we're talking therapy right now. You must dip out of the room, but hopefully I can hop back in a bit. Alright. Online hugs for anyone who needs them, to be honest. I could need some in real life hugs, to be honest. Like, not to sound sad whatsoever, but... That's not really a thing here. Mentioned it before, if I'm not mistaken, but it's not really a thing here. And I hate that. And the fact that I'm a dude makes it even less likely to get hugged. Honestly, the kindness of people is very rare nowadays. A lot of people simply lack empathy. Like, especially the kind of empathy where you're like, instead of being angry at someone, try to be in their shoes, so to speak. And try to imagine what they must feel like. Some people simply can't do that, and that's shocking and scary to me personally. Living where I am is tough at the moment. You notice the stuff that is supposed to give you energy makes you actually more focused. Interesting. One more thing that actually calms you is caffeine. I've never had a coffee in my entire life, which is still so funny to me. Never. This stream has been just talking about mental health stuff, but honestly, I've been enjoying it. It feels nice to just chat about all of this stuff so casually. Same. That's why I always do it. Because it's important. I need to actually pick up my controller. It's important to talk about stuff like that, in my opinion. And I certainly do not mind, and I will never get tired of talking about that. Why did everyone die? What the? I am dead! I also have had that kind of own world autism. You still make up stories in your head while just walking on the street. I mean, that's not a sign of autism, is it? Because I make up stories and scenarios all the fucking time. I'm standing there brushing my teeth, and I suddenly start laughing because of the kind of scenarios that I'm making up in my head. I do that all the time, however. Is that typical for autism? Because if it is, then for fuck's sake. I do that all the time. Like, what if this happened, and what if that happened, and what if this person told me this and that? And then I go through scenarios that I know will never happen. Like, at some point, for example, I was like, if, I don't know, Spooks or Regi or someone you, Hyper, if you're visiting me, what other places we could go to? And I just thought about that while brushing my teeth, even though there's not even plans for any of you visiting me anytime soon. I do that all the time though. Whatever you feel works for you. Medication isn't for everyone. Yeah, basically. It's for the scratch. Germans are the best friends who make you go to the doctor and will drive you there, but forget to take care of themselves. You have a point, JP, absolutely. Just love the vibes you transmit and the wonderful people in the chat. Feels like a soft place to stay. Thank you so much, Shady. I'm still behind in chat, by the way, I know. Yeah. It's but a flesh wound. You hear the bone crack and leg is bent into the wrong direction. And I'm like, it's nothing. I still have a second leg. Fun fact, my brother actually used to say something like that once. Almost breaking a finger, and he's like, I mean, calm down, I still have 9 more fingers. God dang. Yeah, some people are just like that. No, don't just do that. You skip gym so often, it was unreal. Russia has a free healthcare too, but you find doctors in unpaid clinics to don't really perform well. Interesting. Ah, dang, there's 2 stingers. Otter has wise big cis vibes too, yeah. Not really a therapist, but just someone experienced in life. I mean, that's sometimes all you need, to be honest. Nice. Like, I definitely agree with the big sister vibes. I don't know if I would call Otto, if I would call you my big sister yet. but something like that, maybe one day. You too, therapy gang? Yay, I've never been to therapy myself though. Never. Because the funny thing is, if I wanted to get therapy, in Germany you would need to wait like 1.5 years anyway. Or another fun fact, my mom would have needed it at some point. And she's technically still waiting. She has been waiting for more than 5 years. No, wait, it's been more than 7 years at this point, and she still didn't get a spot whatsoever. Think about that. And my mom has the kind of humor that Spoops also has. She actually said, in that time I could have killed myself like 5 times! And I mean, she's right. In that waiting time, I mean. They make you wait so long that, well, you know. No, does this kill me? I hope it doesn't. Oh, I think I killed both. Okay, nice. I am dead! You can do what you gotta do this without me, children. Chris never tried coffee, that's a crime. I tried absolutely everything. I tried all... I mean, not everything, but next to everything. I even tried some stuff that you probably shouldn't try, like alcoholic stuff and whatnot. I tried absolutely everything. I've had almost every single alcoholic drink you can have once, simply because I'm curious. Most of it is horrible, by the way. Don't try it. You don't need to try that. But I never had a coffee in my life. You've been homesick from a burnout for 5 months. The thing actually helping is talking to someone regularly and who pushes you to get a rhythm going with mental and physical health. Something that has helped me just now recently. I started jogging again. I didn't do any kind of physical exercise for 7 years. I started doing that again 5 weeks ago, and I still do that every single Monday and every single Thursday. And not gonna lie, this helps. Like, I don't need to or want to lose weight at all, actually. But that's not why I'm doing that. It's all for mental health, basically. I think this time we should be able to do it. Yep. I'm gonna go over there actually and get rid of the shore bosses here. And after that I need to catch up with some of the messages again. I hope you don't mind me taking like 3 to 5 minutes between matches simply to catch up with all of those messages. It's just important to me personally. Okay, we basically got it. Come on. Nice. Okay, doesn't everyone create fake scenarios? Baron? Maybe you have... Oh, no, I don't know. You heard that some people don't have that internal voice or conversation. You thought everyone did. We got 1 gold, nice, and 3 silver. I have that all the time. The other thing is, which language does your internal voice have, chat? Because most of the time mine is actually in English, which is kind of funny to me. You would expect that it's in German, but... I talk much more in English than I talk in German. Which is also a little sad if you think about it, but my internal monologue is basically in English these days. It's been like that for at least 3 or 4 years. No, but the making up stories in head thing is why your showers are so long sometimes. Yes, Chris, that's like page 1 of how to recognize autism. God dang! You make up stories so much that you have a personal Discord server to document and expand on all of them. Writing as a hobby and stuff. That is awesome though, Vowels. That sounds really cool. To be fair, we are being very active talking today. Yeah, that's also true. These vibes... Ah! These vibes is what we mean with always a friendly family, but not always family friendly, basically. You've often imagined scenarios, dreamed up things that you want to see happen, not exactly manifesting, like... They are very vivid in your head. Mainly to do with performing on the stage. Is Trois always Mummy Trois? If Hyper says so, I guess. I don't know. Da, 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 da. Your mom's funny. She has exactly. Are you in my Discord server? But yeah, most of chat knows Spoops, and Spoops has the same kind of humor. I've been wondering before if that is why me and Spoops get along so well, maybe. Don't tell Spoops though, but Spoops reminds me of my mom. In some ways, of course, not in all ways. But yeah, to go back to that imagining scenarios thing, Toi, the scenarios that I'm imagining are often have to do with meeting up with friends, actually, or with things that I've never done before. You can imagine what one of that is, actually, Toi. You know that, Toi. I think no one else in chat has an idea what it is, and we're not going to talk about that on stream. But I made up the scenario of this thingy happening. This sounds so ambiguous. I really don't mean it like that. But it kind of fills me with excitement, if that makes sense. Once again, I want to reiterate, I do not like how ambiguous I made this sound. That sounded like an insult. You only drink coffee? Coffee, it's like 80% sweetness and 20% coffee. If it's like... Oh, okay. Interesting. Jogging, goat, great for the circulation and stamina. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Like, I have different routes, basically. One of them is only to a nearby lake and back. That's only 2 kilometers. That's the shortest one. So one there and one back. You can do that in like 10 to 12 minutes if you're fast. Then I have one that's also only 2 minutes, but it's uphill. It's constantly uphill, and I live in a very hilly and mountainy area. So if I'm saying uphill, I mean uphill. It's also just 2 kilometers, but it takes you almost 20 minutes instead of 10, because it's really, really, really fucking exhausting. And I got some other routes. Like, the third one is 5 kilometers, the fourth one is 8.8 kilometers. I haven't done that yet, though, because that's still too much for me. Oh, the rotation changed. And the final one is basically endless. There's a gigantic forest nearby. I don't even know how big it is. I basically just set a timer on my watch and I run into the forest for 10 minutes. Then I see how far I am and boom, I can mark it. And the next time I'm gonna try and beat that record. Which is super fun, by the way. Okay, I'm gonna make a new room again. So you drink warm cola? I'm also not the fan of cola. I drink a lot of Spezi, as we call it here. Which is some sort of... There's Coca-Cola in it, but it's not nearly as sweet as actual cola. It also has caffeine in it though. Spezi has caffeine in it. But yeah, I also drink water, and I also like milk, by the way. I drink a lot of milk. That's the same team again, but that's perfectly fine. You just don't drink coffee anymore, to be honest, so yeah, you can say that. Your internal voice is nearly always in English, very occasionally French. Your internal voice is in English, and Baron, I'm gonna add something to your sentence. My internal voice is also English, and I constantly I constantly think about world domination and avenging Smithy. Your internal voice is 90% English and 10% Dutch. Oh, are you? You mentioned you're from the Netherlands, yeah. I'm gonna call it that, Hyper. I'm gonna call the stream that. Salmon Run and mental health with you. No, wait, that makes me sound like I'm a mental health professional. God dang, no, I need to change that again. Salmon Run and casual and I don't know, what do we call it? And chill talking. If I call it mental health, it sounds like I'm a professional, which I am not. English is the only language you know? That's rare to hear. But I mean, you're from the US, that's not that uncommon when you're American, from what I've heard. That sounds like an insult, but I didn't mean it like that. You like to imagine imaginary friends from cartoons and or scenarios? Also, you quote video games all the freaking time. I mean, me too. You imagine how you would meet some people like Regi? Oh, you also know Regi? Are you in Regi's server? Are you also in my server? Ink me dead. I actually don't remember your name right now. I'm sorry. Like, we're playing right now, of course, but I don't know if you're in my server or not. Are you in the Discord? JP, there's a link to that in the description. I do not use Nightbot whatsoever. I wanted to set that up. I should finally put that on my to-do list, to be honest. I wanted to use Nightbot or something like that for technically for more than a year. I just always forgot to set it up. Spoops already knows that. You told her when zonked. I mean, fair. Very, very fair. Did you know if you hold down A after a shift, it speeds up the results menus? Does it really? Really? If that's true, then I didn't know that. Yeah, like Vowel said, the link to the Discord is in the description. You don't often have coffee? I just never have it. You try to drink it for a year or so because everyone else did, but it's just not for you. That's me and alcohol, to be honest. Like, almost everyone, especially on parties and stuff like that, drinks beer. And just me personally, I hate beer. And Germany, and especially the area where I live, is known for having some of the best beer in the world. And I still think it tastes horrible. I don't need that stuff in my life. But yeah, that's just how it is. Damn, Chris, it makes me wish you could visit here sometime also, because I keep imagining scenarios of places to visit and things to do and me info dumping lore. Oh yeah. Same. And like I said, you brought something up yesterday, I think, Tor, which made me kind of excited, if you know what I mean. Spezi is amazing, it is. You can't do caffeine because of your anxiety, you don't like... Wait! Is there a connection between anxiety and caffeine, Otto? Because if there is, then maybe I should actually stop drinking so much Spezi. Maybe that actually helps me. Your internal voice is just that, an internal voice. But it's in English. Your internal voice is in English, but Dutch while on the job. That's fair. Chris, how did you know what my inner monologue is? I just know things. Unprofessional mental health. Yeah, basically. You're a loser in the US, what else do you expect? You're not a loser, but you are in the US, yeah, that's true. You're not smart enough to know a second language, to be honest. I disagree, to be honest. I used to think like that as well, until I was kind of forced to learn it. And that's one of the reasons why I still hate French to this day, because I was forced to learn it back in school. I did not like it. And that's also why I'm not good at it. But if you want to learn a language, you can actually do it. It just takes some time, vowels. And maybe you shouldn't start with something like Latin or Japanese or Chinese or something like that, because that's just way too difficult. Start with something easier, like, I mean, you know English, so if you already know English, then maybe you could start something like German or Spanish, because they have a lot of similarities. Like, I understand some Spanish even though I don't even know Spanish. Once again, we're gonna continue in a moment. Bear with me for a second. Splatoon reference! Sorry. I think I have almost caught up. When I tried learning Japanese vowels, it took me an entire week to finally be able to read one of the 3 alphabets, hiragana. That's like 40-something letters, I think. It took me an entire week to learn that. Doesn't mean that I'm dumb or that it's just... Learning just takes time, and the most important thing when you learn something is revision, in my opinion. Whether you're learning a language or whether you're learning an instrument or something like that, it's better to learn something for 5 minutes a day than try and sit down and do everything in like 6 hours on one day. You won't remember that much, but if you constantly bring it back to your mind, so to speak, it's much easier to actually remember things. I'm not in Chris's server hyper. I was on Reggie's, but left due to personal reasons. Okay. Caffeine is a stimulant, so if you have anxiety, it increases those feelings. I didn't know that, Otto. I feel like an idiot now. Some certain neurodivergent people can actually... why did it auto scroll down now? Come on. Where was that? Anxiety definitely gets boosted with caffeine. Interesting. However, certain neurodivergent people actually can get calmer from caffeine. Cool. Do you have any tips for learning a new language? Chocohole. I'd say it kind of depends on what language you're learning. I would say do not use something like Duolingo. Like, you learn some basic phrases and stuff like that, but you don't learn how to learn a language with apps like that. That's just my opinion. I think Duolingo and similar sites, honestly, they suck. I think... I've said this multiple times on my channel before, but I can just tell the story again of how I learned Japanese, for example. I started by learning random words that actually interested me. I randomly read the word yuki, which means snow. And instantly I was like, I wonder what rain, now that I know what snow means, right? I wonder what rain means in Japanese. Oh, ame. Okay. I wonder what, like, good weather means. Hare, and so on, and so on. And after a month or so, in the case of Japanese specifically, you obviously also need to learn the alphabets. You need to learn hiragana, katakana, and you need to learn some basic kanji, of course, as well. Like a couple hundred. There are thousands, you don't need thousands of them. A couple of hundred are usually enough, I'd say. And after a month or so, I bought my first book. I think I started... Once again, it heavily depends on what kind of language you're learning, I'd say. But the first couple of weeks and months are gonna be fairly dry, in my opinion, because you need to know how basic sentence structures and how basic grammar works. And the best and easiest way to learn that if you have no idea about the language at all is by actually using a book, in my opinion, that starts with the absolute basics. Makes sense, right? And once you are past those basics, you can do something like, let's say you're learning Spanish, you could use your phone and simply switch the language of your phone to Spanish. That way you're forcing yourself to constantly be immersed into the language. Every time you look at your phone, you see Spanish words, and after a while you simply know what they mean. Or you could try playing some of your favorite games in Spanish, for example, if you're learning Spanish. Like, I wouldn't recommend playing something like Octopath Traveler or Zelda games, or even Kirby games might be a little bit difficult, not gonna lie, because of how much text there is and how difficult the text is. But you could try playing something like Mario games. Play Mario Galaxy in Spanish, for example, and just try to understand it, and yeah. Another thing you could also do is watch some YouTube videos, actually, but you gotta be careful who you're watching in that case. Like, you gotta find a channel that's actually good at teaching. It doesn't just teach you completely random stuff that you will never need ever. But yeah, I'm still personally... I say this as someone who doesn't read books ever, but I do read books when I want to learn a new language. Starting with... And I think that once you're done with the basics book, there's usually also an intermediate and an expert, or like... I think they don't call it expert, they call it something else. Version of said book. You probably don't even need that unless you actually intend to move to that country and live and work there all the time. Then you might need them. But I think the basics and like half of the intermediate stuff should be enough, and you're somewhat fluent in the language. Okay, that was pretty long. You just feel like you haven't had the right motivation yet? Exactly the same. Another thing that motivated me was that a cousin of mine was back in university, and he chose a Japanese class or lesson or whatnot, and that motivated me to actually teach it myself while he was also learning it. So we had a bit of a rivalry going on, and we could compare whose Japanese is better and whatnot. Like lighthearted and friendly, of course. But yeah, I hope that helped you. Coffee make a boy into a man and a man into a nervous wreck. Like, the other thing, vowels, you don't learn a language in a week. You also don't learn a language in a month. If you want to learn a language, in my opinion, the thing that you need the most is immersion. You need a reason for it. I've said it countless times before, but there is a reason why I play so many games in Japanese. Otherwise, I would simply forget a huge part of the language again. And I'm specifically doing that with Japanese and not with something like French, for example, or Spanish, because I would never need Japanese in real life ever, because no one here knows or speaks Japanese, so I lack the practice as a result, if that makes sense. So I need to force myself to constantly be in contact with Japanese. Okay. You're currently trying to learn Korean from your mom's lessons? Dang, good luck. Korean is also said to be pretty challenging from what I've heard. German is also not that difficult if you completely ignore stuff like articles, der, die, das, ein, eine, and whatnot. In my opinion, if you try to learn German, ignore them. I say this as someone whose native language is German. Ignore der, die, das, ein, eine, and so on. There's no rule behind that. They are pretty much just arbitrary. Like, my favorite example, I've said it countless times on my channel before. Gender is also a thing in German language. A boy is masculine. Makes sense, right? A girl is... Yes, you're right, it's neuter. It's not feminine in German, it's neuter. Neuter. I can't pronounce this word. Neuter. Das Mädchen. Which is kind of funny. Okay. Duolingo teaches you some really basic words. You don't recommend it to learn new languages too. Exactly. You feel like the only language you might actually try learning is Ukrainian for the sake of someone you know more personally? Language barrier to talk to their parents? That's if you have the motivation to. That was also a thing I forgot to mention. I got friends with someone from Japan back then, and I didn't know any Japanese, and I felt like an idiot. So I just wanted to be able to say stuff like, I still remember some of the first stuff before I even know what exactly that means was Tanoshikatta, and I was like, yeah, I can say that was fun. I learned it as a... I didn't understand it yet back then, but I knew that I had to say that and what its meaning is. I didn't know that it's the past form of Tanoshi and blah blah blah, and that it's casual and stuff like that. All of that is not that important at first, I'd say. But if you do have someone in real life or just online, someone you're close with or friends with, use that language. Talk to them in that language. Music feels more native to you than English as a language does, and that's with having English as a native language. Huh. Mario Galaxy mentioned? Yeah, Mario Galaxy is my favorite game of all time, probably. It's the game of your life. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Definitely my favorite 3D Mario game, by far. If I had to give a step-by-step on how to learn a language, it's just very basic vocab. When you do that, consume and listen to understand. When you start to understand, it kind of goes from there. Like one thing I didn't mention, when you can also watch movies, for example, in your target language. I never really did that in Japanese because I only need Japanese in written form, which is why when someone else speaks Japanese, I actually really struggle with some basic stuff still, which is a little bit sad, but what can you do, I guess? This is the realest lobby talk? Yeah, that's true. Sorry for talking so much today, but it's just... I just like talking today. You gotta head out for an outro call? Alright, see you next time. Hey Takoyaki, how's it going? We're talking about all kinds of stuff. How to learn languages, mental health, and we're actually going to play another match for once. Ne kuretsu. Boku wa skoshi nihongo shiteiru? You probably mean hanashiteiru. Like, speak. The chat is very active. Demo, tarashi. You can also just say demo. Mizukashii, ne? You don't need a da after mizukashii, toi. You can just say mizukashii, ne? Mizukashii, ne? Yeah, how's it going? I never asked how to actually call you. Do I just call you Taco? Do I call you Yaki? Do I call you Christoph Jakob? Just a taco. Oh god, what a horrible joke. Where is it? Huh? Oh, that's gonna be difficult. Let's actually play some Splatoon for once, right? Okay, it's all the way on the other side of the map, I guess. We gotta kill, we really gotta kill it. Kill it, Otto, nice! Quack, quack. Chris Takoyaki? That's not bad. You're okay with taco? Alright. This is a taco collab? Maybe one day, why not? I'm not opposed to the idea of collabs. Not at all, actually. Sometimes I wish more people would actually reach out to collab. It's like I've collaborated with Trois before, and with I think in total 4 or 5 people only. That's not that many. Okay, we did it, but that was not easy. Not easy? That was not easy. Who is easy? You prefer Galaxy 1 over 2? Absolutely same. Absolutely same. I think the first one is so much better than the second one. So much more interesting. Also, Baron is going to bed. Okay. Bye bye. Mario Galaxy is a masterpiece. You mean just that Rosalina storybook so heartbreaking? And the soundtrack is absolutely amazing. You want to learn Japanese just to be able to read the names you see online? A lot of the names online are actually just people who are called like fat ass who lives in Germany or something like that. Like, I forgot what fat ass means, or like as an insult. I forgot what that meant, but Deutsch in the Irre is something, an insult. And I'm like, oh wow, this person is probably Japanese, but when you know Japanese, you notice that this is just a funny gag. That needs a YouTube release? With spooks and you consent, of course. What do you mean? I want to read chat. Why do I play Salmon Run? I want to read chat. God dang. Usually we're not that talkative, but today is one of those days, I guess. And I love it. I really do. No, don't eat me! No, I taste like Chris! I did not mean to kill myself there, but I did. By the way, if you enjoy streams like this, don't forget to like the stream. That helps me a lot. Helps with visibility and stuff like that. Would love to collab too, but you feel like you're too small of a creator to deserve collabing with you? That's not true at all. Like, anyone can collab with anyone, to be honest. In my opinion, I would even say, if someone says, I'm not going to collaborate with you because you only have this and that many subscribers, then that person is an asshole. Like, why shouldn't you? It's just a number. I'm also just some random dude. That being said, you need at least 10,000 subscribers. No, I don't even have that myself. Sir, you are going to die today. Plop. Oh. I still have a special. Use your specials, chat. Come on, we can do this. That is doable. No, what killed me? Huh? Oh, wavebreaker thingy killed me. Oh, that is a bit of a shame, sadly. Dum, da, da, dum, 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 dum. Sorry, I gotta read a few messages again. You played that game with your sister? Lots of memories there. That's cool. I have some memories playing games with my brother, but the only kind of games we played together were stuff like Soul Calibur 2 on the Nintendo GameCube. We played that game a lot. We played Burnout 2 a lot. Burnout 2 is my favorite car racing game ever, by the way. We also both enjoyed Ni no Kuni, at least one thing. Such a fantastic game. One of my favorite RPGs of all time. But usually we have completely different tastes, in general. There's like 3 tacos in chat? What? Dun, 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 dun. You've collabed with Spoops for band rehearsal with Mom? Oh, I forgot about that! I completely forgot about that! Let me actually look for that real quick. Band rehearsal with Mom, where did I put that? Dun, dun, dun. I'm just gonna look for Mom, I guess. Beat of the moment, huh? Toll. Toll? That was German. Toll. Toll. Great is what I wanted to say. Not toll. Band rehearsal with mom? What was it called? Come on, where is it? Worst song competition. Is it this? No, that's Girl, I Miss You, Come Back to Me. Where is it? Where did I put it? Ah, god dang, I really... Give me just 1 second, I kind of want to find that now. Band rehearsal with mom. I'm pretty sure I have it here somewhere. Whenever the hot mom enters the room. That was my favorite part. Okay, but what do I have to look for? What do I have to look for? Oh gosh, I have so many folders. It's not in here, is it? Oh man, why not? By the way, but I'm gonna show you the other song just for fun, real quick. The very first time I've taken part in the worst song competition, I tried to write a music? What? I tried to write a pop song that's as bland and uninteresting sounding as possible, and this is what I came up with, chat. Give me just 1 second. I came up with a song that I called "Girl, I Miss You, Come Back to Me," and it's supposed to make you cringe. I'm going to tell you something. The song is only 3.5 minutes long, but it's gonna feel like it's 20 minutes long. It sounds like this, and prepare to laugh. I already have to laugh, god dang.
Hey girl, I miss you, come back to me, come back to me. Hey girl, I need you to look out for me, cause I'm too stupid for life on my own.
Life in the hood is like a washing machine. Different clothes, different brands that make you look like Mr. Bean. Scrub the front and the back and in between. That's the most efficient way to keep your teeth clean. Armadillo, vanilla and Godzilla all do not rhyme with banana. But in my washing machine, there is a thing I've never seen, which is the thing that's in my dream about a washing machine.
Hey girl, I miss you, come back to me, come back to me. Hey girl, I need you to look out for me, cause I'm too stupid for life on my own.
Did you ever notice that when you look into the mirror, that the image in the mirror is mirrored? Did you ever notice that when you eat fish sticks, it has nothing to do with a bunch of bricks? Life is like a washing machine. At the end of the day, you lose a sock. Knife is like a cutting machine. BIOS parameters block.
Hey girl, I miss you, come back to me, come back to me. Hey girl, I need you to look out for me, cause I'm too stupid for life on my own.
Of course it has a kazoo solo, of course.
Come back to me, come back to me. Hey girl, I need you to look out for me, cause I'm too stupid for life. Hey girl, I miss you, come back to me, come back to me. Hey girl, I need you to look out for me, cause I'm too stupid for life on my own.
Every Green Day song.
That the song is like a washing machine. If you consume it too much, it'll wash you out. Clap your hands, and sing along until this epic hymn of a century will dry you out. Way too many syllables, but I don't care. Hey girl,
so
I miss
bad.
you. Come back to me.
Hey girl, I miss you, come back to me, come back to me. Hey girl, I need you to look out for me, cause I'm too stupid for life. Hey girl, I miss you, come back to me, come back to me. Hey girl, I need you to look out for me, cause I'm too stupid. Hey girl, I
Like I
miss
said,
you,
this song is
come back
only
to
3.5
me,
minutes long, but it It's finally over. Trois. Didn't I win, actually? Didn't this win one of the categories of the most horrible songs ever? Like, if I'm not mistaken, I think it won at least one category. Not entirely sure, though. Gusty Garden Galaxy might be the... I'm so far behind! God dang it. Someone quote, it's just a number. I taste like Chris. So many messages. I can't read out all of them, but I'm gonna try and read out a bunch of them, at least. Where was that? Where did I see that? You're just on the perspective of what could I even do? You feel like you just be a spectator in a collaboration? I mean, vowels, you can draw though, right? You can draw... If I'm not completely mistaken right now, you can draw pretty well though. And I mean... If you have the means to actually record something like your trombone, that would also be awesome, to be honest. Boner. Hey girl, I miss you. The funny thing is, this song will get stuck in your head, whether you want to or not. You're welcome? Question mark? DM me after this, Chris. I'm gonna hit you with the biggest collab invitation ever. We're gonna see. Chris, you may have to put it in your announcements. Discord. Okay, what are you saying about the song? You're dying? Oh my god, Lamar. Instant banger. Like, I recorded one chord progression and then just copy-pasted it through the rest of the song, by the way. I didn't even bother playing this the entire time. I just played it once. Thought, yeah, this kind of sucks, so good enough for pop music, and boom, 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 copied and pasted it a couple of times, done. I'm gonna sing this to Caro and he'll come back to me. Oh, thank you so much for the donation, by the way, Hyper. Average Green Day song. I've lost so many socks, dude. What if I stole them? BIOS. Also, BIOS parameter block, in that line specifically, I was looking for a rhyme, but not just a random rhyme, but the most horrible but still possible rhyme you could think of. Like block? No, it rhymes with it rhymes with sock, exactly. And the rhyme that I came up with is BIOS parameter block. Because why not? Hey girl, I miss you, come back to me, come back to me. I feel like I would listen to this on my pastime just because of how funny it is. Same, to be honest. I have more horrible songs like this, by the way. Chris, you underestimate how many people would blast this if it was sung by Charlie Puth or something? Maybe. Chris, is this one on Spotify yet? It is not, actually. I've been thinking about overproducing it so it sounds like an actual song, so putting some actual effort into it, but keeping the lyrics and the song as poor as this. But I kind of don't want to have this associated with my name. Nah, it's funny. This is how I feel off of 3 hours of sleep. Why is this so long? It feels so long because the chorus... what was that? There's a chorus every like 30 seconds or so. Perfect road trip music. Yeah, Hyper, you're gonna listen to that while on a road trip for like, I don't know, 6 hours? Song of the year, fight me. I love how it cuts out like you're becoming a creature from an what is that? Arc? You don't know if this one won, but you think band rehearsal with mom won humor. I mean, I really want to try and find this once again. Are you trying to make her come back to you? The thing is, there's no one who could possibly come back to me. Which makes this even more funny. I just wanted this to sound the least inspired and the most stereotypical as I could. You can draw, but now you can't draw good enough to be involved in something collaborative? I disagree. Hey girl, I miss you, come back to me, come back to me. Well, I was reminded that this is a thing that's kind of famous. Give my socks back? Ah, fine. I ate them. Okay, that's kind of weird. Nope. It honestly sounds like something I heard before. You sure this isn't something from 2006? That's kind of what I was going for. By the way, this wasn't just a random chord progression. It was actually the most used chord progression in all of music history ever. I was using A minor, F, C, G. Those of you who know, you know. If you know, you know, basically. That's all I'm going to say about that. Chris, maybe you should hold a bad music competition? To be honest, I'm going to put that on my to-do list. That sounds hilarious. Worst song contest. Discord. Or my entire community. I think a lot of people would probably like to contribute something to that. That sounds like a hilarious idea. You should make a Spotify album named The Dumbest Songs Ever. We demand an extended version. Do you really want to hear that for longer than 3.5 minutes? Be careful. If you say yes, you're gonna get it. I'm gonna upload a 30-hour extension video. Nah. Chris holding a worst song competition? That would be fucking hilarious. Yeah, probably. Okay, I finally been able to catch up with chat. So, let me quickly look for the other song. I have the lyrics here. Hold on a second. Hey girl, life in the hood is like a washing machine. Different clothes, different brands that make you look like Mr. Bean. That's so bad! And that's exactly what I was going for. Scrub the front, then the back, and in between. That's the most efficient way to keep your teeth clean. Armadillo, vanilla, and Godzilla all do not rhyme with banana. But in my washing machine, there is a thing I've never seen, which is a thing that's in my dream about a washing machine. A sentence that sounds good, but makes no sense. The other thing is, did you ever notice that when you look into the mirror, that the image in the mirror is mirrored? Did you ever notice that when you eat fish sticks, it has nothing to do with a bunch of bricks? Life is like a washing machine. At the end of the day, you lose a sock. Knife is like a cutting machine. That's also a sentence. Knife is like a cutting machine. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? BIOS parameter block. Did you know that the song is like a washing machine? If you consume it too much, it'll wash you out. Clap your hands, and sing along until this epic hymn of a century will drown you out. Way too many syllables, but I don't care. First of all, it's too many syllables and then it's not enough, right? But I don't care. Brain is not braining. When you eat fish sticks, Splatoon reference! Yeah, maybe. Someone get Bruno Mars on this, and we're just gonna turn them into like major 7th chords, and boom, it's a Bruno Mars song. Okay, let me quickly look for this. Sorry to keep you all in this lobby for so long. I promise we're gonna actually continue in a moment. Where could it possibly be? Remastered? No. Did I put it into here, maybe? That's also not it. Apfelsaft? No. Game Jam? No, that's the wrong folder. Wait, why is this folder empty? That's weird. You wanna cover that song and send it to Trois? Do it! Honestly, do it! You did it in a Discord announcement? Oh, where is it? Okay, where is it? Discord announcement? That was in October 2023, I think, right? It's not in there though. Hold on a second. Can see it. Happy New Year, everyone. No. It doesn't seem to be an announcement. Is it in Chris News, maybe? Hold on, maybe it's in Chris News. This is why Salmon Run streams are better than X-Rank. You have a point. Big Search. Bandcamp Friday. Splat Band commissions. By the way, why does no one commission me? Why does no one commission custom Splatoon music from me? Because no one knows about it. Because I just forgot to put it somewhere where people look all the time. Whoops, 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 whoops. Okay, Deluge Dirge, what's that? That doesn't exist anymore. Merry Christmas. Hey, chat, Merry Christmas to you. Animal Arena, Steloop. Triple Threat, is that old already? Oh wow. Splash 2. It's also not it. Come on, where is it? I can't seem to find it, Thor. Seascape, Splash. Splash 2. No, I don't find it. It doesn't see. Did I release that before? No, that doesn't make sense. I don't find it. If you find that song, Thor, can you send it to me? I don't commission you because I'm poor. That's fair, to be honest. Yeah, please try and find it. People need to listen to that. It's absolutely hilarious. It's a must to listen. This song, this collaboration between me and Spoops, deserves 100 million listens on Spotify. I'd commission you if I had money. Yeah, that's perfectly fair, to be honest. You don't commission people because of sanctions. Oh, you mentioned you're from Russia, I think, right? And you can't use... Kai from our server is also from Russia. He also said he can't use PayPal and stuff like that, which is kinda... horrible. You found it? But where do I have it on my laptop? What did I call it? Band rehearsal with mom. Oh my god, I have so many. I haven't logged into there in an entire year. Rehearsal. Okay, I don't find the file, but chat, we're gonna listen to it. Like, let me actually play it on stream. Don't click on the link. I'm gonna play it on stream. The song is called Band Rehearsal with Mom. And let me actually mute the game real quick. Okay. It goes like this. Enjoy, question mark.
I just want to let you know that dinner is on. What?
No! I told you to knock before you enter my room.
All right,
please.
fine.
Gosh.
Come back later. Fine.
All right, let's start over.
I just want to let you know that we have
I had dinner earlier. You don't have to
I'm
tell
telling
me.
you, we have
You
soup
don't have to tell me
downstairs,
now. I
and
had
all I'm
dinner
letting you know
earlier.
is that we have some downstairs.
Yeah, I know there's still
we have
soup. I know we
leftovers
still
if you're
have
hungry.
soup, but
If you
please,
and your
you
friends
do not
want
have to
food.
tell me. I
Okay,
know.
well,
Who
I'm
played the
telling
role
you
of mom
anyway.
in Spooks?
Please leave my room now,
Fine.
please.
All right, fine. Whatever. Fine.
Anyway, guys, let's try again. The state of the states really needs to change.
You know, actually, no, come here. Give me the Give me.
No.
You're gonna watch the tone. You're gonna watch the attitude. I hate you. Fine. You know what? Fine. I'm putting the soup away. Fine.
Let's leave up. The state of the states really needs to change. The fate, the hate, clearly out of range. She came to my house, face was purple and red. A sound out of bounds. This is what she said. You live in an angsty world. Angsty world.
One last thing.
Mom, stop interrupting me. I'm playing
you know
I'm
what?
making music.
You know what? You're gonna lose the attitude. Who paid for your lessons? No. No words. No. Who paid for your lessons?
That is counted as a song.
I'm gonna be big one day. You don't understand. I hate you.
Okay, they all say that. All right. Okay, I'll check back in 10 minutes.
All right, guys. One final try. Let's go. The state of the state.
Also, I'm not gonna lie, the melody of the chorus is actually pretty good. We live in an angsty world, whatever that means. It sounds good.
Face was purple red.
in all honesty, this sounds pretty good.
You live in an angsty, angsty world. Angsty, angsty world. Angsty, angsty world.
It's almost over, by the way. It's so poor, though.
Okay, now you're done with your song.
How long have you been standing there? Mom,
Long
please.
enough.
No.
No, you know what? No. I am done with this attitude. I am done with what you're. This whole thing.
Get out.
No, you're gonna fight.
You. Song is over. If you can't even call that a song, that is the question. The state of the states or something, I don't know, really needs to change. It's like, it's so bad, but intentionally bad once again. And the recording quality is horrible on purpose, by the way. I don't know why I'm mentioning that. Should be obvious that it's on purpose. Okay. Let me quickly disable that again. But I just needed to show you that. Can someone clip this? I think I should just... Or I'm not sure, actually. Okay, let's actually play another match. Let's actually play a match of Salmon Run. And after this, I'm gonna make a new room, everyone. For the first time in an hour, I think. I'm so sorry, everyone. She came to my house. Her face was purple red. And this is what she said. We live in an angsty, angsty world. Angsty, angsty world. Like, it's not as catchy as, hey girl, I miss you. Come back to me. Come back to me. Hey girl, I need you to look after me. 'Cause I'm too stupid for life on my own. But yeah. Don't forget to like the stream, by the way. Exclusive stuff like that, you only get to hear that on stream. Or maybe in my Discord server. By the way, Trois, I think... What if we actually do host our own worst song competition? Like, I know that it used to be on Newgrounds, but what if we just do our own thing? With our friends and with my community? I think that could be really fun, not gonna lie. And then we also need to come up with some kind of voting system. And then I'm gonna make a video. That's the idea. Then I'm gonna make a video on that, where I react to those songs. This is gonna be a very, very, very long video, but that's such a cool idea. We gotta do that. What? That didn't do anything. Okay. Thank you so much, Hyper. Thank you so much for the donation. 9! You're welcome for the idea, guys. Yeah, that's such a cool idea. We might even split this up into multiple videos, not gonna lie. We can split this up into multiple. I'm gonna write that down again. That's so cool. It's ideas like that we just need way more of. And don't forget to post some exploding potatoes and some pregnant animals in chat for Hyper. I don't know where I was going with this. What did I just say? God dang! What? Oh man, what was that? My brain wasn't braining for a second. Thank you, Vowels. Oh man! Those some pregnant animals. I mean, chat, do it. Hey, can I do this? Punch me! Punch me! Yes! Boom! Dun, dun, dun. Use your specials! Use your specials! Yeah! That was easy. Whew. I don't know where I was going with that. I just said pregnant animals for no reason. And now I'm laughing. God dang it. Chris streams 8 for the week. Yeah. Yeah, you have a point. Not even intentionally. It just happens sometimes. Like, some of my favorite humor is actually spontaneous humor. There's a German comedian, by far one of the funniest people I know. His name is Helge Schneider, and this is exactly the kind of humor I love. When not even you yourself, as a comedian, know what you're about to say. You just say the first thing that comes to mind, even if it's completely weird or strange. Just like the pregnant animal thing. And this is exactly what's funny, in my opinion. The unexpected can be so funny. Nice. Pregnant animals. Oh man. Wow, we're actually struggling here. Or are we? I'm actually not sure. Maybe not. No, I'm out of ink. Oh no. Nice. Boss time, maybe? No boss time. Okay, good for you. Thank you. Filterless humor. Yeah, basically. Yeah, like, you gotta be careful sometimes, but filterless to a degree. Like, I'm not going to say anything that's really not suitable to be heard by potentially 14-year-olds or who knows. But you know, it's just, it can be so much fun sometimes. To just... The thought appears and boom, I just yell it out. I'm disappointed that no one actually posted pregnant animals in chat. Okay, I'm gonna make a new room now. Well, that's another one for the quotes to bring up randomly in the future to embarrass Chris with box. Pregnant animals, I guess? God dang it. To be honest, I've said way worse things before, I think. Like, worse as in way much more weird things before. How does one post a pregnant animal? Be creative. I'm going to make a new room in a second. I've been streaming for 3 hours, but I'd say let's make one more room. I'm having so much fun today. Let's just stream a little longer than usual. So, let's go. Vowels, can you also post it in the Discord server? Or you've probably done that already. Otto. Yeah, you've already done that. Okay, that's cool. The miracle of birth. Oh, Taco, wait, were you too slow? You can still join though. There's still room for one more person. Just join our pool, bangbing, and join us. Do, 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 do. What was that? You should make it America's Got Talent style and have judges press the golden buzzer if the song is truly ass. That's an interesting idea, not gonna lie. Overly serious... I almost forgot to read out your message, Hyper. Overly serious hate comment and song criticism. Dang. Dang, Hyper. Dang, dang, dang. Wow. Or to quote 2022, Chris. Wow, wow, wow. The most fascinating thing about this song is, like, you should watch a video of mine that's 2 years old. I cannot watch them without actually feeling shame. I had no idea how to make videos. I didn't know anything about lighting, about editing. Editing was the worst. I didn't even bother re-recording sentences that I messed up, which is kind of funny. Hey, it's been a while. Welcome back to the stream. It actually has been a while. Chris, wait for me. You gotta hurry up. You can't join right now, probably. You're on your bed and your TV show is too far. You won't make it. For some reason, we're still only 3 people, so join. Someone join me. Someone join me. I'm gonna post a pregnant animal in the meantime. I think that counts. I'm gonna try again if I can gift memberships now. Why can't I do that? Let me gift memberships, come on. Hold on, no, go back. I don't want to send a super chat. What's the point in sending myself a super chat, chat? Give me just 1 second, chat. Huh? Oh, come on. I wanted to gift myself €2 right now, actually, and say I love your videos, dude. But it's not working for some reason. Wait, what happened? Did chat die? Did YouTube die? Like, we should still be live. YouTube? YouTube? Hello? YouTube, hello? Dum dum. Test, test, test. We hear you? We're here. It just died for me. Like, I think I'm back. Okay, cool. You're still live and everything's working here? Nice. I don't know if you saw anything that happened, but my YouTube studio thingy just crashed. So I had to close the stream. Not the stream, I had to close the screen. I had to go back to the YouTube homepage basically and try to fix it. But I was still live. Okay. I'm here. Nothing happened on your end. Okay, that's weird. Little buddy is pregnant? Clickbait gone wrong. Hey Troy, I can see you. Yes, yes. Hello, hello. Oh, now it updated now. YouTube chat updated for me now. Now the reactions are part of the other symbols down there. Maybe that's why everything fell apart. Wait, does that mean I can finally gift myself? Oh, come on, I still can't do that. You gotta be kidding. When you want to throw around with money and YouTube is like, no. Did you just never update the app? Maybe? Maybe? I don't know. Like, I'm talking... I'm not using an app. I was just referring to the... this page where you can see your data and all that kind of just? Huh? All that stuff. Okay, god dang, my brain is not braining today, sorry. It did brain for a while, but the brainage has gone low. Has run low. The brainage. Because Jakob is still streaming. Yes, I'm still streaming. And here I am. Metal, you also can't donate anything, right? Like Cinder still can't do it, I still can't do it. That kinda sucks. YouTube says, fuck you, Chris, you already have a weirdo in chat that does that, no gambling for you. But basically, I guess. No, but it's kind of weird that this is not only my... Not only an issue of mine. Maybe we should actually let YouTube know. Maybe YouTube doesn't even know of that. Maybe we should actually write the messages that it doesn't work. You can click on it, right? You can click on gift a membership, but then it's just loading and it never stops loading. Oh, Hyper! Thank you so much again for gifting a gifting a membership. Clem. You're now a member of the member channel membership, which means you get custom access. No, I always say. Why do I always say custom access? What is custom access? You get access to custom badges, custom emojis, and you get early access to videos. Thank you so much, Hyper. I post some exploding elephants in chat, and I don't know, post some snowball, post a monkey that's being hit by a snowball and explodes in chat. Oh, JP, thank you as well. That's cool. Thank you so much. Joshua Ellison. Same thing goes to you. You're now a member of the member channel membership. Thank you so much. That's very, very generous. I appreciate it. Why doesn't it work in Germany and in... Metal, you're from Belgium, right? So for some reason in Germany and in Belgium it doesn't work right now. And no one knows why. Another partner in bullying Chris with money. It's all just... You know who started that all, Hyper? It was Nate. I haven't seen Nate in months, I think. Wonder how Nate is doing actually. Is Nate still in my server? I hope so. But Nate donated like $2 or something like that during one of my Paper Mario the 1000-Year remake streams. And then I mentioned that this was the first donation I've ever received not the first ever, but the first from while playing games and while reacting to music and stuff like that. And then he just started pulling me with money. And towards the end of the stream, all of a sudden Hyper started throwing money at me as well. And then Spoops showed up out of nowhere, and Spoops also threw money at me for the bit. And I think Hyper, you've probably thrown... I don't even want to know how much money you have thrown at me by now. And then Cinder also joined in, and Metal joined in. Baron also joined in a little bit every now and then. And I always say, if you can afford that, then it's appreciated. But if you're like 15 years old yourself, then please don't throw all your money at a random YouTuber. That's just what I think. Like, I'd appreciate it, I guess, but you need that money yourself. I still have a special, whoops, but if you can afford it, I appreciate it. Boom! Woo! Yeah, the pit of 100 trials, and it took me all the way until I think it was either floor 80 or 90 until I noticed that he did that every 10 floors. I didn't even get that at first. Still no membership for you or Mac or Yoni. I still don't know what to call her actually. You allow yourself a bit of spending each month to content creators you like. Oh, thank you so much. Not gonna lie, I should probably do the same. Like once I'm I should actually fairly soon be in a spot where I can also throw around with money a little bit like Hyper. Because I am most likely going to sign a contract in the next like 1 or 2 weeks, I assume. And that's gonna be the biggest project I've ever worked for. Or on. And I've been waiting for that. Because freelancing-wise, 2024 has been my second worst freelancing year ever. I started freelancing in 2017. The only year that was worse was 2017. Because I just started there, and in 2024 barely anyone reached out to me. I made only as much money with freelancing as most people do in like 1 or 2 months with a normal job. Thankfully though, I've made a bunch of money back in the days with Revita and a few other projects that me basically having next to no work for half a year was not really that bad for my finances. Like obviously it wasn't good, but it didn't make me broke whatsoever. Not even close to that actually. But yeah, that's a very, very big project on the horizon and I'm super hyped. Look nice on the project, and thank you so much. It's totally, it's not Splatoon 4. Anyway, that's sad. Use your specials, everyone. Come on, we can do that. We can do that. That is doable. Boom! I'm a responsible adult. I know how to deal with money. I doubt it, but thank you so much, Hyper. And JP again. A contract sounds like something to celebrate. Yeah! Like, I knew this was gonna happen at some point, but it was just a matter of time. And I'm still really hyped that it actually did happen. Like, so far Revita has been my biggest project by far, but the next one is gonna be bigger. Where's this thing running? Wrong direction, dude. This is why I dislike... This is why I don't like the stage during goalie seeking. It just runs... It doesn't always run past the basket. Basket, 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 the basket, basket, the basket, the basket. I can't speak anymore. I'm just gonna shut up. It's probably down there. No! What? That doesn't make sense. It's over there then. Oh. Guys, not gonna lie, use your specials. We will not do this. We will not be able to make this. But yeah, thank you so much, by the way, JP, again. We really do think alike. I think you two, you're on the same wavelength, yeah. This is going to be freaking difficult, freaking close. Nope, that's exactly what I mean. Sometimes you're just unlucky and you lose this kind of wave because it sucks in this stage. Chris? Tries. I read that as Chris. Chris, why did we lose? Why do we lose the moment I join, Chris? Nah. It just happens, it's fine. Also, what exactly does that say? Next to your name, JP, or Strider, I actually don't know what to call you. I never asked how to, or what to call you. There are two symbols next to your name. What exactly does that mean? I have no idea. Oh, that means that was your first donation ever. It's a green one and a balloon next to it. I was like, what is the snake and this grid doing there? But it's a balloon and a one. Okay, cool. There was that one time when Nate and I were having a casual conversation through Super Chat. Yeah, I remember that too. That was during a Salmon Run stream, right? Alba, I'm playing with no audio because I wasn't in a rush. Join, I'm sorry, it's fine. JP is fine, okay. And I swear, not flipper floppers. Yes, flipper floppers, that's their name, right? I swear they are broken in the stage. Sometimes you can paint their entire zone and it just doesn't work. Ow. F. We're gonna tune out for now, overstimulated. Talk to you later then. Bye bye, Twa. We're also going to end this soon. Also, by the way, I think we have 420 members in my Discord server now. Ah, nice. I want to use the other one too, come on. No! What killed me? Huh? I didn't even see that. F! Let's just stay alive. Let's just stay alive, stay alive. Next goal 42,069. Ha, nice. I think you will fit into our Discord server. You will fit in nicely. You will fit in haha nicely. I want to shoot Otto. What if I shoot you? What if I steal your socks and run away again? That was a little bit too far. That was a little bit too far. I killed myself for a joke. Okay. We're starting with Big Shot again. I think I'm gonna die again. God dang. Chris? Huh? What's up, Piper? Use your specials if you still have them. I don't have any left. I wasted both of mine in wave 1. I'm dead again. Save me! Otto, save Otto is dead. Who's left? I don't know how to pronounce your name. Save me! We don't have enough time though. Like, surprisingly close still, but yeah, we don't have enough time. That was so fucking stupid. My upper cheeks hurt now. It was! That's your cue to leave? Oh, really? Yeah, but maybe it's about time to actually end the stream. Well, it's been a lot of fun though. Oh, that was wave 2, not wave 3? I thought that was wave 2, but that's perfectly fine though. Had a lot of fun today. Yeah, I just... the thing is just... life is like a washing machine. At the end of the day, you lose a sock. And Otto was like, I have lost so many, and it was my fault, of course. This was a great stream, and I feel like out of those 3.5 hours, we actually didn't even play that much Salmon Run. Like, we were at 190. We also lost quite often, of course, but I think we didn't actually play that much. Most of it was just talking and sharing fun stories with each other, which I also enjoy, not gonna lie. This was super fun. That being said, I will either stream... The next stream will most likely be a Revita stream again. Either tomorrow or on Thursday. I don't know yet. We will see, I guess. So, don't forget to like the stream if you like the stream. Don't forget to write a hate comment if you hate me. I'm fine with either. I don't care about either. Nah. I'm just kidding. You also completely forgot to actually join a game. It's fine. So, all that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in a future video, actually, because I will upload a new video for members tonight. All that's left is actually a thumbnail. I hate making thumbnails. But yeah, once the thumbnail is done, there will be a new video out for members, and everyone else will get to watch it tomorrow. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Auf Wiedersehen. Oyasumi nasai. What if I just don't want to end the stream? What if I just continue? Nah, I'm gonna end it now. I'm gonna end it now. Alright. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,